Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Vokolvis. Tonight is episode 49. Pretty cool. 49 sessions of this campaign. Pretty badass. I'm thinking we're going to go for 69. That's my guess. What do you guys think? Can we eke out 20 more sessions at level 16, 17? That'd be interesting. Anyway, let's go say hi to the boys, see how they're doing.
Land.
Hello,
so both of these
boys.
things are fucking awful. And
Hello.
Personally,
that's all I'm
I
saying. I rest my case. The defense rests.
personally I think chili dog
Wait, nope.
enjoyers.
Nope.
Yep. Okay. That's fine.
Nope. Chili dog enjoyers, awful. Get out.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Chili dogs
you
suck.
go.
I'm
Fuck
launching
Chicago dog,
hot
get the
dogs
fuck
over your
out.
border, bro.
Dude,
Stick
Brazilian
to
dogs. They put everything on their dogs.
So
I don't even know what a
how's-
Chicago dog is. What's a Chicago
It's
dog?
Sports
mustard,
peppers and
relish, onions, peppers, all that shit.
Oh, okay.
Super good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Gentlemen,
Brazilian is like corn cheese.
episode 49, boys. We're hitting the
Hell
big,
yeah, let's do it.
big 50 next Monday, which is great. Sorry for the slightly late start, but I was having an argument in Discord.
A spirited debate.
A spirited
okay?
debate
It was
with
a spirited
one of my
debate.
best friends. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
As long as you guys kiss at the end.
oh, I love Pete. I don't think it's crazy to say that Hamas is more evil than Israel, but okay. Anyway,
Yeah,
um,
I had to
think they're
mute it because I
equally
kept getting
evil.
pinged in Discord. I think it was something important.
yeah.
Well, it
definitely
is
not
important, dude.
I
It
mean,
should
it's not
tax
important
dollars,
in Crit City
From my
Discord.
perspective,
but-
the Jedi are evil.
Thank you, Sticks. I'm glad we agree on something finally.
That's
The
hilarious.
Empire did nothing wrong. You know what I mean?
True.
Why
Well,
they get quiet?
anyway.
You know,
the Empire.
you know,
did nothing
actually,
wrong, right?
so actually, crazed. Anakin was the good guy because in Disney canon, if you're doing something evil, your lightsaber crystal bleeds and your lightsaber turns red. But the whole time he was killing those children and fighting Obi-Wan,
It was
his
blue.
lightsaber was blue. So that
Yeah.
means what he was doing was actually
Morally
truly good.
righteous.
Yep,
Yeah.
100%. Yep. I'm with you, dude.
It's
Fuck
like
yeah,
that.
dude.
It's like that Nike meme, dude. Fuck them kids, man.
Dude,
It's
the
that
prophecy of good said that Anakin would bring balance to the Force, and when he was done, there was 2 Jedi and there was 2 Sith. What's more balanced than that?
Seems pretty balanced to me. It's
That's
that Palpatine
balanced.
meme. I love it.
That's balanced.
No, that's why I'm like, why wouldn't the Jedi be terrified when Yoda's like, the chosen one will bring balance to the Force, and then it's like, wait a minute, there's a billion of us and like 2 of them. That's probably not gonna work out in our favor very well.
Honestly, until you guys just said this shit, I never really thought about that. But yeah,
Really? That was like the
I
first
did-
thing that popped into my mind. I was like,
I thought it was like more meta with like the actual Force itself.
oh, okay,
But yeah,
no, I
but
was
that's how I always thought. But you're totally right. Yeah, there's like a billion Jedi and a couple of Sith bros hanging out somewhere. Let's bring
yeah,
some
what do you think
balance.
that balance
Yeah.
is going to entail, bro? It's like,
Shit.
okay, now there's just Obi-Wan and Luke versus Sidious. And
Mind
Vader.
This is
blown.
why
Yeah.
this is why I'm an OT purist, because anything outside the OT is really riddled of plot holes and garbage plot.
Bro,
It's
bro if
pretty
you
bad.
want to, dude, I'm even more extreme than you. I'm not even a full OT purist. I like half a Return of the Jedi. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really, Return, you just
Yeah,
need the
teddy bear
start and
part
the end.
is kind of shit. But anyway, that's just me. Now we all know Empire Strikes Back is the best. Now fuck off.
I will say
No one would
that
argue
when,
that.
when people say that Anakin Skywalker is redeemable, when he was redeemed at the
Fuck
end,
no.
that's so. Anyone that believes that is an insane person that glossed over the school shooting part.
Well,
or you're
in
a
the-
Christian.
What's wrong? Never
but in
mind.
the
That's like death
In the
gas chamber conversion shit. You know?
I will say though, in the context of only the original trilogy existing, and the only thing you know about him is that he was once a good guy who was seduced by evil, he is then redeemable.
Yeah, he's responsible. He's like the right hand guy for some things. He's responsible for
Space
bad
Hitler.
war times. No, that was the Emperor. Vader
You have
was
no
like,
context. He's
Okay, well,
redeemable.
Vader is like Heinrich Himmler. Then he was the guy who came up with the solution, dog. Like it's
Yeah,
it's not
he
that
was,
great.
but
he
But
was,
at
he
the
was
same
just like
time-
a grunt.
But at the same
Susan.
time, if Himmler would have shot Hitler in the head and then, renounced being bad as the German Empire collapsed, history would probably think of him at least 5% more favorably.
He still would have been executed at Nuremberg. Come
Oh
on.
yeah, he still would have had war crimes against
That's
him.
ridiculous.
He might have gotten
Literally
prison
came
for
up with a
life. and then-
concentration camp idea. Not redeemable. Sorry. Ever.
But
Good
we
lord.
don't know exactly what he did in the OT. In the prequels, he
Right.
slaughters children. Like
Yeah,
that's
literally all you know about him in the OT is that he was an excellent pilot. He was seduced by the dark side of the Force, and he's Luke's dad. In
Yeah,
those 3
that's
bits
true.
of information, he is wholly redeemable.
Spoilers.
That's true. That's true. That's the problem with going back and retconning shit, is that you make it way more
Right.
complicated.
When you compound your own lore by creating prequels,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you gotta be really fucking smart about it.
right. You really have to be careful on what aspects of that lore you elaborate on.
Oh,
Like
dude.
elaborating on Clone Wars, like that's fine. Like expanding that and sort of giving that a definition and showing some fun adventures, like I get that. That's not like a sin. But I don't know. Going back and making the prequels about the Skywalker family still, I think, was a mistake. Making the
Yeah.
sequels about the Skywalker family was a mistake. I don't know.
Yep.
Everything
agree.
about the sequels was a mistake, but
Yeah, that's also true. But yeah, I mean, I've been in a fucking Lord of the Rings lore chat. You want to talk about retconning, making things more complicated, especially when you start
I
getting
mean,
older and forgetting the shit you initially wrote, and then you're like, no, this guy was this guy now, and you're like, wait a minute, 20 years ago
Wait.
you wrote this, and that doesn't work anymore.
orcs are deformed elves. Oh wait, no, they're not, because then that means they still have some good in them. Uh-oh.
Remember
Yeah,
when
well,
Sauron was just a necromancer?
yeah. Remember when he was a cat named Tevildo?
Anyway.
True story.
Jesus.
All right, that's enough. Wiko, how the fuck
Sure.
you
Hi.
doing?
I'm Wiko.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. I've been drawing.
Nice.
Ching.
Any
Thumbs up.
boobas?
No, actually, I've been working on like a stupid like comedy thing. That's just an excuse for me to draw dumb stuff and make fun of random old things that I like.
Nice.
And also it's mostly parody, visual gags, which is the easiest and laziest form of comedy in my opinion. It's a whole genre of referenced thing, so it makes my life a lot easier. I've been also forcing myself to make it in a very specific way where I'm drawing it very like cartoony and I don't use references and I don't do underdrawings or thumbnail drawings. I just improvise everything on the spot because I'm trying to spend as little time on it as possible. But that's been fun. It's been a fun experiment at the least.
Hell yeah. How's New York? How is it? You enjoying the city? Or are you trying to get back to fucking country road?
West Virginia.
We had some really beautiful weather for a few days. And as far as living in the city goes, I'm still very 50-50. But I know that if I did move away from here, I would miss all of the easy access to things that I have,
Yes.
like
Of course.
the various stores and public transportation. And,
Yes. That's what I miss. I'm on an
Well,
island.
I am too, technically.
Yeah, yours is bigger and like the biggest city in the world, or one of them.
True.
Yeah,
how you been,
I
Summer?
feel you. That's kind of how I feel about cities. Like I very, very much miss San Francisco. I miss the ease, but in a way, that's kind of weird. But I'm not really minding Arizona that much. It's kind of like nice-ish, kind of,
Nice.
to be like in a
you're
quiet
getting
area.
old.
That's what it really is. But I'm not a fan of the burbs. I'm not a fan of the same looking house, the same 3 styles of
Yeah.
house everywhere in the desert. I hate that kind of shit. It like really
All of
depresses
them are
me.
brown too. They
Yeah,
look like
it's all like
globs of
desert shit.
everywhere.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not like thrilled about that, but the quiet solitude shit's not that bad. It's not that bad. But I do
That's why I
miss
like
San
living in
Francisco.
the sunset in San Francisco, because I got the quiet and the solitude. But when I wanted the dense city, I could just nip right over. But anyway.
But yeah,
Sunset's a lovely
I'm doing good. I was telling Crit City earlier that I've lost 25 pounds officially today of fat since January 23rd. So that's
Hell
some
yeah.
very fast weight loss. But, you know, like as a single dude solo and you're being close to 40, you can't really be fat if you want to get laid again one day. So, I mean,
Or survive.
you can, but it might diminish the quality of the mate. So
That was a very delicate way of putting
Quality
that.
of the
Yes.
bait. I'm writing
Yes.
that down, dog.
It might. Every pound is like, I don't know, 0.2 off the hot scale. So like, I don't know. But I'm doing great. I just had a really awesome interview today with ex executive of Rooster Teeth and a couple of other companies that want to bring me on to do a really, really cool thing in the media space adjacent to like Twitch and YouTube and stuff. That would be a really big job and be really fun, and working with a lot of streamers and celebrities and pro players of a certain thing that I can't really talk about yet. But that really kind of juiced me up, and I'm having, I don't know, more positive thoughts about the job shit post Iron Mace. So that's nice. That was earlier today. So like, I think the next round of interviews is like the final one, and then I'll figure out if I get it or not, and then I won't have to worry about living in my car. Anyway,
Nice.
Sticky, how are you?
I'm good. The restaurant's starting to pick up. We're getting good feedback, good traction. That's all good. Still don't make any money, so that's bad. So we're gonna have to. I don't know. It's the time of the year though where we start talking to our accountant and be like, okay, this is when the money starts flowing in. How much can we reasonably afford to pay ourselves? I don't need much in my current situation because we live in like a home that's owned by the family, so it's like if we don't pay rent, it's not a big deal to them. It's not going to kill them, but still, you're living off of like less than $2,000 a month. So,
Mm.
not my favorite, but it's doable.
Yeah.
My credit score went up. That means that my legal battles against predatory credit card bills is going well. So something got
Nice.
expunged.
Trump's
Yeah, I'm
America,
trying
brother.
to, bro. Like when I first started disputing my cards, I had to because actually this is an unironic thanks Obama when he did the credit card act, and it was like they have to like make sure you're a good lender and not just okay your credit cards whenever you apply for them.
Yeah.
Nobody does that. So technically, if you go into massive debt, you can get with like a law firm that does this shit, and they will literally fight them and be like, you gave out this shit illegally, like expunge the debt, da da da, this, that, and that. And so I've been doing that for a couple of years because paying them is cheaper than paying on my credit cards.
Right.
But the downside is, for the first beginning part of it, is you go into delinquency and your credit takes a hit. But once they wipe your debt, your credit goes back up. So my credit's starting to go back up, which is good. And then
Nice.
once I'm like reasonably high enough again, I'll probably get another like just like intro card and just get like sandwiches and coffee and pay it off every month just to like keep my credit stable. So I'm trying to do that. That's going well. Restaurant's going well. I am perpetually bored outside of work though. There's like nothing going on. So that's the downside.
I feel that. Like I like the solo solitude here, but I'm also bored. So I feel you, buddy.
I've been playing a lot of music though. A lot of guitar playing. So
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
yeah, it's good.
Good shit. Mr. Bishop, how are you, sir?
Oh, not great, you know. About the same as every week.
Aww. Rival, I just want to give you a mouth hug.
Oh.
Or a regular one with my arms, whatever you prefer.
I prefer money.
I'll take a money hug.
Yeah, give me a money hug.
No pain, no
dumb and
gain.
hilarious thing to say.
I want a money hug.
That was funny.
But
I'm
no,
glad you're having a
I'm alive.
fantastic week, Rival.
Yeah.
Mr. Salt, how are you, sir? I know you want to play. I'm sorry, we've been chatty Cathy's. I'm sorry. How are you?
No, it's fine, dude. It's all good.
You know what you
here.
signed up for, sir? We like to talk some
Hey.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all good. I just. You're just shitting on like my fandom like super hard, and with Eric who has like no actual knowledge of Star Wars.
I love
You
Star.
know?
I love Star Wars.
What?
Whoa! I love
And,
Star Wars.
So I had to fucking check out because
I love
can I
Star
do?
Wars. I love Star Wars.
Yeah. But I'm
Wait,
just saying.
I wasn't
you
shitting
know I
on
love
Star
it.
Wars. I said Anakin was right.
Anakin Skywalker did nothing wrong, Al.
Oh no.
Anyway, I'm living the dream.
I still love you.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. I don't unlove you. Like I still love you guys.
Unlove you. I don't unlove you. That's good.
I can get Al pepped up by saying something about the Air Force. Okay.
There you go. He loves the Air Force. You should talk kindly about it.
We could talk about great
me and
things
Soma
like
both
love the Air
America.
Force.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
me
Al
and
knows,
Al
the Air
love
Force is very flexible. So
Hey,
he
let's
knows
get
how
on
to
some
do
random topic and talk about that for 20 more minutes.
it.
What's your
Poor
favorite
Alan.
pizza topping, guys?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni, fuck off.
Pepperoni.
Does
Where
pineapple
about
belong on pizza?
No.
No.
Yeah,
It
it does.
I don't
I just
care.
had
Guys
some
can suck
yesterday.
As
Ow.
Which
long as
coast
I don't
has the
care.
best pizza?
You deserve good things, and I should be
Wow.
one of them. Did you
Yeah.
know that,
What
Al?
was that last pizza question? I didn't hear it.
What coast has the best pizza?
Oh,
East
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 Coast.
Coast.
Easy.
East Coast.
By far. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
it's
even
debatable.
all the West Coast guys are even saying East Coast.
All right, Al. Any more brain busters?
Yeah.
What else you got?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to be like you guys, talk about random stuff. I
Well,
just
thanks
don't
for
have that
fitting
much
in. Thanks for fitting in.
Yeah,
buddy.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. You know, like, it's difficult for me because I don't agree with like 70% of the things you guys say. So it's like,
Come on.
Yeah.
I know you
What?
think Anakin Skywalker's not redeemable. Come on. Are you with me on that?
no,
What?
That's the whole premise of the story.
The story's bad then.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
one thing George Lucas had
Doesn't-
going for
doesn't
him, he's
make Al wrong.
actually a good story writer. Like,
No, it's a good story.
his
but-
dialogue is
Yeah.
shit. His, you know, like,
Yeah.
but like the story is actually pretty solid.
No, it's
Like,
good. I'm
if
just
you,
kidding.
if you look
hire
at
that
what
guy to coach your
like the
actors.
base story from episode 1, I know I'm talking about prequels, from episode 1 to episode 6, that arc is fucking legit. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
I will
I agree.
say that
it
it
does
is
get
better
some
than what
bullshit
Disney
thrown
did.
in there. I'm not saying that there's some bullshit not thrown in there. Yes,
Jar Jar Binks.
but like the base story is very solid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Use a right.
The-
Use a big bomb bad, dude.
Yeah,
The
then that's some
basis-
random bullshit thrown in. Yeah.
He's
If
the
you
true
take out a
stakeholder.
lot of the details and just go with the plot, yes.
Dude, not even all, like a lot of the details. Some of them were pretty good. I mean,
I
like,
generally am not a fan
how-
of child murderers.
none of you were just like
one
hard as fuck when Maul like lighted the double lightsaber
That
up.
was
and-
awesome.
we
yeah,
all were.
of
Yeah,
course.
I'm just
It
saying.
looked
Only to the
great.
theater, dog.
They should not have showed that in the trailer, by the way. Imagine
Yeah, that
how hype it
spoiled
would have
it.
in
Oh,
the
man.
fucking theater, not
Oh,
you
yeah.
know on TV.
So,
It was still hype in the theater, though.
so
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
fair, to be fair, when the Phantom Menace came out, I was 7. So yeah, I liked that.
jeez, you were.
Yeah,
Holy
I was
It was
I
1999, my
was-
dude.
I was 4,
God,
but I saw it in theaters.
I was about to start high
You
school.
guys are
Shit.
ridiculous.
I still remember. It was great.
1999, yeah, I was like in 8th grade, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Shit was hype as fuck.
Um.
I was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're,
that's
you're the
four.
old guy. Yeah.
I'm
I
the
was
old
the
guy.
old frog. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't know. I can only assume that Eric is a terrible writer based off of his hot takes on writing.
Eric fancies
Like,
himself a writer.
I know. I just say it, like, and everything I've read has been okay. But like, I'm like,
Ouch.
ugh, like, come on, bro. Just you're always like,
Eric
I'm a
hates
much
everything.
better editor.
you
I'm
hate
a better
everything.
editor than a writer.
So
I
I
hate
will-
a lot of things.
I will.
Because a
I
lot
will
of things
say
are garbage.
this. I will say this at least, just on Al's points. The story is probably the last fucking problem I have with the prequels. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
like
Yeah.
there's like dialogue's terrible. Okay,
Acting, Jake Lloyd.
the acting's
like, all
not that
kinds-
great.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell like
Overuse of bad
like in the first
CGI.
one, Natalie Portman looked like she was happy to be there, and then slowly over the course of all the movies, she looked like they had to kidnap her to get her to finish the fucking contract.
Yeah, and she
You
was
know what
like,
I- like-
fun
And-
by episode 3. It was
and
But we
pretty
can
also-
bad.
all agree, Ewan McGregor acted the the shit out of Obi.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's part
Yeah.
of it, sure.
Oh yeah.
He was having a great time.
It's just, every scene in the
Him and Liam
prequels
Neeson.
is walking in a hallway, walking to a room to sit down,
Yeah, I
sitting down
remember
in
that.
a room talking, like standing and
And
talking.
then
like
insane lightsaber duel.
yeah, and then the most hi-fi action, insane, too long lightsaber duel
Too
that you've ever seen
long.
in your entire life. Yeah, every
Yeah.
every
Not
fight
long
in the
enough.
prequels
Not
was
too long. No, 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 no.
Not
Yeah.
long enough. I could have
No
done
way.
2 hours of a single fight.
Yeah.
Of the
if-
Anakin
you
and
know
Obi-Wan
what's
If the
duel.
too long?
reason,
Yeah.
if the reason that you're there for Star Wars is for the flashy sword, I get your point. I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what was
Yeah,
way too long
I'm
of a
there
fight
for the
scene?
space wizards with the laser swords.
The
That's why I'm there.
longest fight scene that I saw in a movie that sucked and was like, okay, this is actually stupid, was Zod versus Superman and Man of Steel. Did you
I
guys watch
also
that?
feel like that was too long.
It was too
went
long,
on-
but
it was
I'm about it.
destruction
And it-
porn. It was boring
and it-
destruction porn after a
and it
while.
I
also-
love destruct. I
it
love
also
porn. So
it also ended in a really unsatisfying way.
I agree.
Yeah,
love
that
porn.
was.
It was a Dragon Ball Z fight, dude. It was just
Yeah.
a giant destruction
but
porn fight.
I mean,
Yep,
to
it
a
sure
degree,
was 12 minutes of CGI.
yeah, to a degree, why wouldn't a Superman fight look like that? If you really think about
Oh,
it.
it would, but I was bored.
Yeah.
I was bored. Like,
Yeah.
at
No,
for 5
absolutely.
minutes, I was in it.
Because
Minute
that's
11,
in-
I was like, why are they still fighting? What are they doing?
I just feel like Superman is the lamest superhero ever created, but it's probably because he was like the first superhero ever created. So
My
it's like,
soul.
fair.
Yeah, I just don't like DC
just don't
anymore. I
like
just
it.
felt I think
Batman's
Zack
sick.
Snyder and the DCU ruined
Nah, dude.
DC for me a little bit.
Nah, go
Yeah,
read.
no,
Go
Zach
read.
definitely
Go
did.
read the Absolute Universe. That shit's
Yeah, not-
banger.
Absolute
That shit's
Universe
a
not even-
banger right now.
What
gonna
the
say,
hell
not-
is the absolute universe?
I read comics, so I like DC more and have always liked DC more.
The
I think
Absolute.
I guess
Sorry,
I
go
just
ahead.
like the heroes
Oh.
better than Marvel. But sorry, go ahead.
No, the Absolute Universe is their new line where they're taking like fundamental core attributes of the heroes of like the Justice League, taking it away from them. So
Well-
Superman doesn't get the Kents,
Isn't it more
and
just
they
like
change
the
his
Trinity?
powers out. No, there's Martian Manhunter. They're doing Aquaman.
Oh, they actually are. I
Yeah.
haven't. Okay, I didn't see any confirmations.
they
All
did
I've seen is stuff for
Lantern.
Batman and Wonder Woman. I haven't seen
No, Green
anything for
Lantern.
anything
There's
else.
Flash,
Flash.
but they're doing Wally. Flash is it's so cool. He's getting like some weird fucking shit.
I don't
Uh,
like how Aquaman can't turn into water. He's Waterman. Why can't he turn
What?
into a liquid form?
Why would what?
I'm just
'Cause
fucking
that's not
around.
really what. Yeah.
I'm literally. I'm
I will
kidding,
say,
guys. I'm
I
joking.
like
Jesus.
DC. Now, the reason I think DC's comics are better is because they lend themselves more to episodes,
Yeah.
which is why their TV shows are better.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Marvel's, I feel
Yeah.
like they just like the movie niche thing for is just it's too far. It's too good. Like
Also,
Yeah.
I think a big issue
maybe not
for
legally.
Marvel and what has been for a while, because I mean I've felt this way about Marvel since like 2008. Somewhere they got lost in the sauce and they don't know how to just write a story anymore about a guy in a space and it's his little world that's in trouble. Everything is an event. Everything is a
All-encompassing,
crossover. Everything, the whole universe, all of 616 isn't. It's like I don't give a shit about fucking
When are we
universe
getting our
or the
X-Men
threats anymore.
reboot? That's when I'll care about Marvel.
Good fucking question.
It was a cartoon, dog.
No.
They-
No.
No,
No.
you're getting it. You're gonna get it soon. You're gonna get it soon. Fantastic
Okay.
Four.
Yeah, the
anyway.
Avengers has X-Men in
I'm
it.
gonna
So.
wait. Cutting your phone off. I'm gonna do the thing as a responsible dungeon master. As much as I
Thank
can
you.
sit here and talk about comics for
Yeah.
the next
Thank
4
you.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just
I'm
about
with
to,
you.
I was just about to say, Eric, how are you? Let us know, and then we're gonna play.
I'm
Eric,
good.
I hope you're doing great. Deldrick had eaten some bad stew, so he
Hell
had
yeah.
spent some time.
That's what happens when you don't let Daldrick cook. Jesus.
No, actually, you did
No,
cook.
he's the one that cooked. He argued
Oh,
with me about the cast iron pot cauldron.
Yeah.
He was like, "You don't wash those things," and he.
You don't wash those things.
And-
See,
Yeah,
I
well,
told you Eric would have that
uh,
opinion. So it's
Yeah, so even after
Good
Quinn,
DM.
mentioned all of the reasons you should wash things.
But but cast iron, you rinse it out. You don't really wash it.
Well, you're the one who shat himself in the woods for an entire episode, so you can think
Ugh, God damn it. But other
Uh,
than that, I'm good. I'm getting a free tattoo and possibly 2 if I win a raffle. So
nice.
got that
I'll
going
give
for
you a
me.
free
Job.
tattoo.
Thanks.
Uh,
Job
Eric,
hunt is getting rough, but
in in this screen, the tents at the top, they have the player chests in them. If you want to access your stash and whatnot.
I did see that. Yes, thank you.
All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
But yeah, I'm applying. I'm not even getting like interviews, so I'm just getting thanks, but no thanks. And then I see articles like AI is helping people mass send out resumes. So it's,
Oh yeah,
it's pretty hard to get a job in this area.
Just keep in mind, like, most of those are going to be unqualified candidates, and that is all I'll say about that on stream.
That doesn't make me feel better.
I'll tell you on stream.
Well, all right.
Tell me on stream. I want everyone to know.
I like the job.
No. D&D.
D&D. Yeah, come on, let's go. Come on,
30
guys.
more minutes, guys.
Yeah, come on.
So in the end of last session, you guys had made it about, let's say, like 95% of the way down to Yorkstead before the news had been confided upon your group that Elok had actually been separated from his paladins and was taken to what looks like the ruins of a fortress and is being held by orcs. The paladins that he was with, Elok had told them to continue to Yorkstead because he felt that it was more important that the whole of the group could get there in order to try and continue their order, trying to ignite a new flame, find a new god. That's when Quinlan sort of gave the direction to start traveling to the fortress. So you guys had, when you would get there, that would be about the same time that you would meet up with Alistair, who had been sent back to Bastion after he had met a mysterious NPC in a pocketed dimension where the previous encounter was held with the son of Nothar. Alistair, what was that NPC's name?
Oh, I wrote it down. Hang on. I need to check my notes. I have it. Hang on. I have it. Hang on. You can't hear it, but I'm switching. I'm switching through papers.
Keep stalling. Say something. Use words.
I'm making the paper flipping noise. You're licking his thumbs.
Aww.
Oh. Fuck.
What's going on over there?
Yo, we talk way too much, bro.
Oh my god.
How?
No, I'm
These are
talking
the only
me-
people
me
that
and-
get to.
I'm talking me and Rival because I'm scrolling through our messages to try to find the name
Zamo.
myself.
Or Zamo.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
I'm like, I
damn.
can't
Like,
find
I was like, we should just start using
Nas
sign
Dormo
language on
heard.
webcam at this point. But I
No.
shouldn't.
I was like, I'm trying to like find it and scroll through. I'm like, Jesus, where is this?
I was
Like,
scrolling so much. We were talking way too much. I had to
Yeah,
scroll
we
through all the
talked a
prim
lot.
stuff.
Okay, so his name was Nas Dormu or something.
Yeah, or Zamo. He's a pasta.
Or Kitty. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there I finally
name-
found it.
His name was Horzama.
Tom Bombadil.
And yeah, sure, that works too. After you had your interesting conversation with him, that's when you were sent back to Bastion due to Quinlan having sent his new what are we going to call him? A hireling or an apprentice?
Stooge.
Stooge. Okay, that works.
He's not my apprentice.
Poor Esper.
He's doing this for money,
And that is true.
That's true.
right?
So,
if
yeah,
he was like,
hireling works.
if he was like, I'm doing this to like learn and to be a part of something, then he would be my apprentice. But that's not what interests him.
Sometimes you pay apprentices, just saying.
No, I mean I would pay him if he did a task for me, like that was like worthy of payment, like the Astrolabe
What do you
did
think
for
this
Quinn.
is?
Oh my god.
But I'm giving him,
wants a free
I'm giving him
volunteer.
knowledge. I'm giving him knowledge.
You're paying with knowledge, bro. Yeah. It's the
Yeah,
rub.
I don't-
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
need
like,
money.
I'm probably the smartest human any of you have ever seen. Like
Knowledge.
Yeah, he's lucky
I-
to be serving
yeah, he's
you.
lucky. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
Oh my
He doesn't need
God.
money. He doesn't need to live.
I mean,
Megamind.
he eats for free. He
Yeah.
sleeps in our caravan.
No,
He's
he
under
sleeps
my
outside.
protection.
He sleeps outside.
No, he probably.
Yeah, I don't think
sleeps in
he
the,
leaves that bench, dog.
but like I'm just saying, like, does he have to pay for food? No, we've been providing it. Does he have to, like, shelter? No, we provide it. Like, and he gets money on top of it. He's my
Honestly,
stooge.
he might be chained to this fucking cauldron for all I know.
No, he's chained to me because he's got to keep casting shit on me every
Jesus
day.
Christ. You're just handcuffed together.
Well, all right.
Oh yeah, actually speaking of,
Okay.
go ahead. Gotta do that for today.
Wub wub wub.
Has Daldric cleaned himself up after his misadventure last week?
No, he
Yes.
doesn't believe in that.
I
He's
think I
ready to
use
go.
prestidigitation.
Okay, yeah, because dude, when we opened your tent, man, you were on a fucking bender, dude. You were like drowning in your own vomit and poop.
Yeah, well, if someone had cleaned the meat that I'd cooked, maybe I wouldn't have been in this situation. Because it's definitely not the pot's fault.
I think while
I
Daldric's
didn't-
at that table, he would overhear the group being like, "Man, we're never letting the dwarves cook again."
Kate
It
says,
just becomes racist.
but they can certainly brew the beer.
Here.
That's racist.
All right, so your group had set up camp to say probably about half mile out from the ruins. As you look over the rolling hills, the golden grasslands before they shift to steel savanna, as you head more westwards, you're able to see the ruins of the fortress off in the distance. Since it's a fresh new day, and I did send a long rest through for everyone, by the way. Also, important detail. Quinlan had spent one of those early travel days, got some rest in, but he had cast a wish spell in order to give your group and a few others some resistance to psionic damage.
Should that be on my sheet?
No.
Okay.
I am because there are. I'll take it in consideration when you guys run into damage. How about that? It's
worries.
just easier than soft making it into
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. I was just making sure that it wasn't supposed to be there because I don't have it.
Right. No, that's a good thing to ask. Okay.
Also, Graz.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
My
now
man.
now that 30 days have passed, and you're at the point where the bank and its fortification were created. That means all of the wealth is officially in one area, was ready for hoarding, and it was in the travel time that Graz had started to make his journey from the Drakari canyons. He went towards Bastion, and Quinlan, the coin that he had for Minthar that he's been just dumping,
Mhm.
magic from items and then spell slots and putting power into it. Oh yeah, it was also unveiled. I guess this is kind of wavering back into the recap, but it was also revealed that the Gith wanted that. The Gith Yankee were the ones who were trying to scry against him. The attempts don't seem to have stopped, which is why Esper has been casting non-detection on him.
Like
He decided to
nonstop?
give that. What?
You saying it's nonstop? Yes, like constantly.
Yeah,
have
they've been
non-detected?
they've been
Shit.
constantly trying to scry for him. So he through communication with his god was able to find out that the coin was what they were after.
Mhm.
So he gave it to Graz.
Right.
And the power that was in it, and since it is a coin, which is important for his life essence, since it comes from the size and power of a horde, it empowered him in order to make a grandiose, sweeping flight across the continents of the planet. And right now, Graz is in mid-flight, blasting fire, making sure the whole planet knows that he exists. And when this power is expunged, he will then return to the vaulted bank of Bastion, where, he'll sort of. I don't want to call it like a hibernation, but because he won't be asleep, like you'll still be able to access him and communicate with him, but he will need to recharge his powers.
So did he actually come and pick it up?
Yes.
Did we? Did anybody? Did he just like literally come down as a dragon, grab it from me, and just leave?
No, he sent his head cleric.
Oh,
No
guy.
shot. That guy?
That guy, yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. What? At least two of you know. I don't know if it's three.
I definitely know who he is.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know who he is to the party.
But
Right?
you have officially met.
I
which is-
have officially met him before, and I do know who he is.
I'm
yeah.
probably the only person left who. No, maybe Cade.
Cade, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and Cade are like the only person who know this person
So
well.
what? I mean, like, how does he come here?
He was teleported to your group by Goraz in order to collect the coin when you had sort of professed in your mind's eye that you wanted to grant it to him to be a part of his horde, especially after finding out that, it was something that the Gith forces were trying to take.
All right, good. Because I was gonna say I do not. I tell Graz that I'm not trying to like hide that from him.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I guess when he teleports in, you guys see a goblin.
And I go,
Fucking lying.
Well.
You're lying. That's
Oh yeah.
And I pull it out of my breast pocket and just like without even saying anything because Quinn knows who he is and just like you see me. This goblin teleports in. You just see me hand one of the most magical things Quinn has just to this goblin like it's nothing.
I add the quip of, he better not want another 50 gold from me.
Does he say anything to that?
And I smirk when I say it.
So he sort of laughs, and then not only that, but you'll also note that now he can speak common.
Nice.
So some time has passed. Here, I'll actually go ahead and drop him.
By the way, I want to preface that over my adamantine armor, I have fashioned myself sort of a tabard that has like a black dragon head on it and shit. So I'm like, I have proper livery for the Graz order.
Nice.
Can I just say, I really appreciate this map scene, the travel camp, where you can just like hover your mouse over a covered wagon or a tent and see inside of it. That's just so cool.
Oh yeah.
Foundry is sick, man. I'm really impressed with it. Sorry.
I know, I wish we had it the whole time.
Yeah, this is so cool. Go for it. Sorry.
Yeah, it well, once you guys got the multi-level cabin, and then you had been doing so much travel, I was like, all right, I got to get like an official like, camp scene made up. Stop using the stupid blank page for the chests, and but I'm glad you like it.
No, it's so cool.
It was fun to make.
Oh, Captain Badass wants to know if that's Mister.
It is.
Yep, there you go. He remembers Mister. Everyone remembers Mister. Come on.
that's awesome.
Mishtar.
Mishtar, dude.
Well, that's what his name was in the Goblin language, but because in common it sounds like Mister, everyone just called him Mr. Goblin or Mister.
I feel like Mr. and Orion would have a natural draw to each other for our love of explosives.
And they kiss.
They kiss.
Rival, what kind of anime
have to.
slop have you been watching, my dude? I need to save
The
you,
ones
dude.
where they kiss, obviously.
Oh,
If you're gonna watch,
I can put you on, buddy.
I bet you can, dude.
Megaverse, dude. He's in trouble.
All right.
Hey,
when,
I'm also going to have Esper cast non-detection on him.
nice.
Wicked smart.
That is a
Oh.
good idea. I was actually
Yeah.
can't lie. I was thinking about that in the back of my brain for a minute there. But
Al's a
I
real
mean, once
wizard,
it gets
dude.
once it gets into Graz's hand, I don't really care. That's on Graz. He's a god. He could deal with it.
all right, you guys notice now too that Mister also seems to be carrying either a hammer or a scepter that has
Hell
a
yeah.
depiction of Graz's many-horned head at the end of it.
How many horns?
15.
Dude, can you draw him? I would love to see Graz the
Mister?
dragon drawn.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
That
it looks
would,
like he has at least 4 on one side, right? So
Wait, sorry.
Well,
Are we talking
Um,
about Graz the dragon or are we talking about someone else? We're talking about Graz, right?
yeah.
Graz,
Okay,
yeah,
okay, good.
dragon.
Yeah. Do you think you could draw Graz? Like what? I would love to see a Wiko art piece of Graz. I feel like
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
I made. Yes, yeah, I could do that.
I bet you could
I
make
mean-
a badass looking crazy dragon
With big giant dragon titties.
and like a
Whoa.
nipples on the wings. Oh yeah.
I'm imagining the
Okay,
major
I'm just-
boobage episode of South Park.
No, but I also want to hand Mishar a copy of the sort of, it's like more the memoirs of Graz's awakening from my perspective. So
Oh,
like
yeah,
I've been
I'm-
writing a
I'm-
copy of it
was
and I
gonna
want to
say,
hand that to him. It's like a scripture kind of thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I remember when you were talking about basically writing it down like like Old Testament style.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to give him that and say this is from my view the birth of Grazaurin in our world and how that happened and who did it, how it happened, the exact scenario, who we were fighting, which was like the drow and like all that kind of thing up at the temple. Yeah. So I'll hand him that.
All right, so Mister seems very pleased, and he reaches out his hand. He says, "I thank you, Callion. We will add your book to our ranks." So we have an account from the Drowic perspective, written in Elvish, and we have an account from my perspective, written in the native Goblin tongue. We've needed the perspective of the unveiling in the tongue of those who can write in common. So I'm very appreciative of this.
Mishta, right? That's what Quinn pronounces it because he does it in the proper Goblin. I
Ugh.
When
need
you say
to
that,
get-
Frank goes, Mister, 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 Mister.
I need you to get your recruitment up. I have an idea for the city I want to do, but I need more clerics.
Well, we were hoping to
Oh,
form a clerical order. We were also hoping to form a paladin order. We
I'm
want this to
working on
be
that.
What deity does this cleric order intend to worship?
Eh?
Graz.
Grazaurin.
Graz.
Grazaurin, the great black dragon of freedom, dog.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna have an American flag, but instead of an eagle, it's gonna be like fucking Graz, black dragon.
And I think it's safe to say Graz
American-
is chaotic good, right?
American flags don't have eagles.
I mean
would-
the seal.
I would say,
Don't be a jackass.
yeah, I would say either chaotic good or neutral good, because he is also, and the way that he presents himself to his followers, he's the god of self-determination.
Mhm.
Nice.
Neutral good
And-
sounds about right. He hasn't done anything chaotic yet, has he?
Yeah, no,
As,
because I
as
wouldn't.
dragon form?
Yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't say blasting down the orcish forces that were encroaching on the southern border. I wouldn't say that that's like chaotic. That just
No.
sounds kind of like good.
More
Restoring order.
more of show of force, rather.
Right.
Yeah.
So sorry.
I was going to say just again, the gods gain power in worship. Graz is trying to forego that by freeing his followers from a direct worship by making them self-determinate and in empowering themselves while believing in him as a force that gives him empowerment.
Well, I know you must get back to your master, but there is a group of orcs that have imprisoned former paladins of the Silver Flame who are going to join a paladin order for you and for Graz. If there's, I don't know, anything you can do to help with negotiations, perhaps we can swing them over to our side as well instead of having to massacre them.
He seems sort of nervous at first, but I'll join you now. I'm weary about carrying this coin around. I'm surprised you carried it for so long, Quinlan.
Oh, yeah, it was useful for a time. Do you wish me to hold on to it until you're ready to depart?
I think if we're going to an orcish stronghold, it might be wise if I hold on to it, as there is a chance that if we enter the stronghold, they might try and confiscate goods or weapons that your team has, where I am of goblin kin. They might be more trusting of me, and they might allow me to retain all the items that I have on my person.
As the representative of Graz, I would assume you and Callion would like to do the talking. So let's get going then.
All right, sounds good to me.
Before we leave, Cade's gonna eat some of that hog. Just rips off the other
Yeah.
ear.
Can me and Alistair do a quick, prayer
Whoa.
to the
Oh.
to our respective deities, Doc?
I would love to pray. I'm not there. I was about to start talking to that fucking goblin and realized I wasn't even in the camp.
I feel like when Alistair and Callian pray, it's something like out of a Faith Plus One album.
It's a great band.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to get down on your knees and praise Jesus and feel His light all over your face.
I want him to
salvation.
shoot that salvation all over me.
Callian, there's the
Yeah, I know.
telephone
I'm
call if
waiting
you
for
want it.
me to load in, so I have a
Yeah,
token
yeah.
board.
No worries.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have to reload Foundry
Oh shit!
after I activated the page. It crashed on me.
Boys, I think this
Dang it.
is a fucking dungeon. Essentially, look at this shit. This is insane.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh my
Boys
goodness,
walk
I'm
up to a
excited,
dungeon.
bro. They got fucking cannons pointed at us, and look at these fucking orcish giants. This is sick.
When we take over this, I want to requisition
Let us
all of
know.
these cannons for my
And-
privateer army.
Sorry, can you point out where this is exactly on the Eastern Territories map? Is it this fortress here?
The little red mark on the map.
Yeah, I'm pinging it. That one.
I'm sorry, I had to reload Foundry.
Well,
Waiting for it to load.
I'm loading into.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay. What's this little Jolly Roger pirate thing? What's that?
Something died there.
Yeah, there's a crater. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Don't ask. Don't worry.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Ow, fuck.
that is where on the map there was a smaller city that the orcs who had joined Angral had destroyed before Graz had came and raised their ranks to ash.
Jesus.
Okay.
Well, all right.
Yeah,
And-
that'll be city number 2 for our giant empire.
There you go.
For my new empire.
All right. I'm finally loaded back in.
All right. I rolled a 20 on my religion.
I rolled a 15. It was pretty key.
Nice.
Look at you boys go. So
So
proud.
religious.
So proud.
Let's see here.
Excuse me.
I
Jeez.
do a couple things.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a couple of Gift of Alacrities. The 2 Paladins and Cade. Cast Mage Armor on myself. My ritual cast Comprehend Languages.
Oh, can I have my echo, please?
No.
And I ritual cast Rarest Telepathic Bond.
Okay.
And that will count for Mr. 2. He's included in the bond.
Okay. So, wait. So, sorry, one more time. Who did you throw the Gift of Alacrities on?
Our 2 paladins.
Okay.
Callie and Alistair, because I want them to be faster, and Cade.
Okay. All right, cool. Just making a note in case that we get into some combat. Okay. So as you sort of see, there's a very fruitful landscape around you. You'll notice that the land around this fortress ruins is surrounded with about waist-high bushels, and surprisingly, it seems like the orcs are almost treating this fertile land like, I guess, an orchard, for lack of a better term. These bushes all seem to be growing what looks like a small fruit. Probably could fit in the palm of your hand, even a small hand like a halfling. It's not very large, but it has the sort of consistency of flesh. Almost in the way that peach would. Just maybe a bit thicker. All right. I mean, your group is free to move about the map.
Yeah,
Haven't
Cade
had any
looks in the
hostilities
distance.
so far.
He looks in the distance and looks to Quinn and he says, well, I suppose we should do some scouting. And from here, my eyes aren't totally keen, but I see some potentially dangerous armaments on the ramparts. I'm thinking we might have to potentially split up. Maybe try to infiltrate from behind, flank, confuse them. But let's get some aerial intel first, yes?
Which familiars do I have? Both of them.
One or the other.
Okay. I will take Archie.
I'm gonna send my echo as well.
Echo might be a little sus instead of an owl. A ghost man.
fine.
Flying over.
Hey guys, ignore the ghost, please.
They don't see
Hey
it.
guys, just
Whatever.
you're like the
I'll
ghost is
wait.
waving, just doing some casual spying. Don't mind me.
So, what's that episode where Cartman dies? That turns into a ghost, and it's really just everyone ignoring it. That's what's happening.
I like
All right,
whenever
is Archie-
Cartman ends up on that crucifix way out in the woods or whatever, and then like they go
He's,
back
like,
6 weeks
starving.
later and he's like super skinny. He's like, come on, let me down. So
Archie's gonna
good.
keep going until you tell me to stop.
Archie can fly around. The orcs don't seem too bothered by him.
Just an owl.
It's at that angle that you saw Elok in the silo here.
Ooh. Nice.
He seems to be stripped of armor and
Okay,
weapon.
dog.
Ooh, I have an idea.
Come on.
Oh shit. What was
Warg
that?
pens.
Ooh. I'm having some ideas, boys. We could have some fun with this one.
Are these
collateral
wargs?
damage.
Do they look better than episode 3 of Rings of Power wargs? I
I
think
don't
so.
know what those look like.
Probably.
They look like computer generated slop.
Garbage.
Yeah. Slop's the only word I
Unreal
can really.
Engine
yeah.
used assets.
And- Embarrassing.
On
We
Archie's
don't
way
speak
back,
of Rings of Power.
specifically looking for hidden things.
Okay, give me 1 second. Stay exactly right there.
Oh, a warg pit.
I'll show you my warg pit.
Yucky.
Reddit.
Yucky.
There seemed to be 2 orcs near the what looks like the opened ruinous gates just on the other side of the wall. They have roguish qualities to them. They were hiding under cloaks that on the outside of them had bushels similar to the random bushes that you've seen around here bearing fruit. Sort of like an orc jelly suit, for a lack of a better term.
So same kind of thing flying back towards us.
So, okay, do you just need to go giant size, and when they shoot cannonballs, you just catch them, throw them back at them?
I mean, do we have a conversation about the intel?
Well, he's coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm checking for, this thing's here, right?
Yes,
Fucking troll.
that umbral troll is there. He's sitting on a rock. He seems at ease. He doesn't seem as immediately abhorrent as the other umbral trolls you have seen in the past.
No,
Where you know them
nothing,
to be. Oh,
and
sorry.
nothing invisible or hidden that I can see.
No.
Okay, then Quinn's first suggestion is to talk to the Umbro Troll. It seems he's not necessarily hostile currently. Perhaps we can, get them to, if not join our cause, at least be comfortable with it. I mean, Graz is a orc dragon, and I'm sure that they'll be happy that there's one on, a god on their side, theoretically, if they're not, murderous bastards. What do you all say?
Cade considers Quinn's words. Says, well, he's only not hostile because he hasn't noticed us yet. But if you look at that defensive posture there, he points toward the giant structure, they're ready for a fight. They almost seem like they want one. We can try
What
your
if-
way, but if it doesn't work, I think the best course of action would be to try to have someone actually sneak in, infiltrate the camp, cause chaos, maybe let those wargs out. In the meantime, what I could do is sneak around to the back of the fortress, go huge, start playing blocks with the place, if you will, have them panic, and then you guys can move in during the chaos.
Well, why don't you take Orion and Daldric with you?
Okay.
Daldric isn't
and-
the best at espionage.
It's
I can
kind of
go
like, well,
invisible.
Cade's really just the distraction. Like he's gonna go all the way. If you go all the way south of the map, he's gonna go all the way around, go big, and then like start kicking the walls and fucking them with shit. And then everyone in the whole fucking place is gonna look at the giant 50-foot man and go, "What the fuck?" or however tall he is. And then you guys will be able to, maybe someone with like an invisibility spell can like open this warg pit. You guys could attack the front, or like two people from the front, someone from the sides, and just cause complete chaos. But I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm thinking.
We're
Well,
pretty massively outnumbered and outgunned here.
That's why we got to use distractions. That's why we can't just
we gotta be
walk
smart.
like crit city it and just walk to the front door thinking we're just gonna win like we always do, because we're not this time.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying diplomacy is an option.
I know.
Well,
That's why I
yes,
said all
that's
this
what-
after the diplomacy fails, if it does.
So we're going to have
I
a
missed
group
that part.
kind of off to the side. That's going to kind of, be a little stealthy, while me, Mister, and Callion at the very least go and try to talk. If Alistair wants to join us, he's welcome to. If he wants to go with the stealthy team, he can also do that. And we all have a telepathic bond up. So if negotiations devolve into a fight, then you guys are set.
We had that.
Cade nods, says, all right. I think we should try it, but give us some time to get in position first, yes? We'll need a couple of hours to quietly and carefully sneak to the back without being detected. Who's coming with me?
I'm gonna do this, and I just go and as we're kind of having this conversation, you just see Orion go invisible.
Okay. Is that just you, or can you make anyone else? No, that's just you.
Oh, that's just me.
It's only for an hour. My suggestion is don't do it yet.
No, it's
Well, yeah, I
for
wouldn't
1
do it
hour
yet.
until you dismiss it. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it yet. I would just say that maybe just say you're ready and willing. I don't know. But whenever you bring it up, Cade says, whenever you bring it up, Cade says, "Me too."
Right. Oh.
Now he says, "Well, maybe you could use that to let those wargs out, cause a little chaos. What do you think? All it takes is I don't know, a rotted wooden door from rain, a broken rusty lock. It's no one's fault. Things happen. What do you say?"
I'll give you a nod. I mean, and then out of like as a meta thing, it looks like I could manipulate objects as long as I don't deal damage to a monster. I don't think it pulls me out of invisibility.
Nah, you could open a door. You can like pick something up or like lift a latch
I think
invisible. That's
I
not
think
an
it's
action.
literally as long as you don't damage a monster, you're good.
Yeah, it's like combat action.
Yeah, it's attack action.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I guess secret crew would go to the south part and try to sneak up from behind, waiting to hear if diplomacy worked or not. And I actually think, Craze, it might just be better if you like sneak up as close as you can when the time is right. And then as soon as we find out if diplomacy has failed, you can literally just sprint in invisible, hit that door, and then run back out and then head south and join me.
I'll probably say something similar to the group. Move in
Is Daldrick?
west.
I think Daldrick should go with you guys so you have a healer.
Sure.
And, I'm going to give you a 3rd level scroll. You're going to cast a spell called Pass Without Trace.
All right.
All right. It will give you +10 to your stealth.
I'll need it.
Yes. It also gives anybody within 30 feet of you, a creature you choose, within 30 feet of you, +10 as well. So if you do that before anyone leaves, so technically you cast on all of us, right?
How long does it last? I forgot. It has a long time, right? Like
It's
a
an
half
hour.
or something.
It's an hour. So
Okay.
I don't say. I mean, so don't cast it on us. Cast it like when you guys get a little closer, or whatever.
All right.
And maybe I'm just gonna hang in this clearing over here. I would cast it over here or something, or maybe when we're like along the river.
I sent him the scroll. And that should be the plan, right? So the rest of us will go and talk to the orcs.
Yeah, we start moving out. I guess we'll go like, I don't
I was
know.
gonna say west and south.
Yeah, we'd have to like swing around.
It's like a little log across the river here as well.
Look at those shadows,
We
man.
go
Look at that lighting. So cool.
once we kind of get to like this pond trees we're in. I'll probably want to start being stealthy because I don't know how far these orcs can see into the trees and shit.
Okay.
Electric Avenue.
Just drag Daldrick over there with them.
Like I get to like right here and I'm in this like little bundle of bush. I'm in the bush with Cade, you know, 2 dudes in a bush.
Fuck yeah, brother. Just pushing
Is
it
that
up.
where you guys want us to start walking forward?
No,
Because you're close enough where like
we're
wouldn't
way
you want
too
them
far.
to start looking at us?
No, we're trying to get all the way. Like we need to be like way, way, way down here first. Let's just start moving. Let us know we need to start rolling. I think we probably have to take this log too. Unfortunately.
Yeah, give me a second. Oh, Wiko, at this point I want to start trying to be more stealthy.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you for a stealth.
Yeah, group Daldrick, stay
Actually-
close. Everyone needs to stay close. We'll move as a 3-piece.
If you want to cast that spells now.
I would
Now's the
do it.
time.
I would do it now.
Yep.
All right. Let me find it in my
Fuck
inventory.
me. 16. Not that
I'll
bad.
be. Oh, bad.
Be a 16 because pass without trace.
Yeah. Jesus.
But I get like 38.
All right.
Yeah.
Audric got 25.
38, 16, 25. Okay, keep that in mind.
Good, good.
All right, so if you guys want to go ahead and uh, sort of make your movement, kind of
Well, hold on.
watching.
Do we need to do
Yeah.
like any checks over the log? Is it like
Uh,
wide enough that we don't need a balance?
So it is pretty thin, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
ask you.
I hate to pull an owl, but I kind of don't want to walk through the water and track wet ground all over the place.
I don't want to
Pass
fall
without
down
trace removes
close to them,
tracks.
though.
What'd
You
you
don't
say,
leave
Rebel?
tracks.
If it removes tracks, I say we wade through the water because
Yeah.
we're risking falling down this log and actually drawing attention to us.
No,
just
I'm,
pass
I'm
it.
across. You guys can swim if you want.
Pass without trace makes it so they can't. You don't leave tracks. You don't leave any signs
Okay,
of passage, and you can only be tracked by magical means.
Never mind.
Is
Let's go across the water.
the creek shallow enough for me to walk over it?
The waters are pretty tense. I can say that at least. You might get riptided if you try and wade through.
Uh,
I have.
Back
I have.
across. You got to roll.
No.
All right, are we talking in telepathic way here? Cade, you already crossed.
Yeah.
Why don't
I was just gonna do
throw a rope back over?
that. Well, that's what I was gonna
Tied to
say.
himself, and you could just pull him over.
Sure. Yeah,
I've got rope.
I'll throw
that
out
we
a
can.
strong man.
I can do that. There you go.
Yeah. I'll just say I cried.
You cried?
I go over to Daldric. Wiko, is there like a large boulder on my side of the my side of the bank here that I could find, or actually not even? I'm gonna tie it to one of these.
Cade
it's
goes
called
back
Cade.
and carries
It's called
Daldric over.
Cade.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
going to go back and carry him over like a baby. Picks him up.
I mean, you could have
goes
just
back.
How about you hold my hand then? If we're gonna be all weird,
You're
about
on my
it.
shoulders.
Yeah.
You're on my shoulders. Like a little kid.
Actually, he would have
Well, it's
to
like
make another check.
Disneyland. Whoa.
Wait, what?
Sorry.
0?
Because I carried you.
Yeah, also because it was an acrobatics check, which you get a -1 too, and you rolled a 1.
Yeah, I saw a 12. I saw a 12.
I also saw a 12. That was weird.
Yeah, I saw
on my
12.
screen it was a 1.
What whatever shows on the dice is not necessarily what actually rolls, unfortunately.
Yeah, and also with Cade's 22, I'm fine with him carrying Daldric over. He's a dwarf. Cade is a large man. You guys
Strong
got
as fuck.
some decent stealth, and yeah, Cade
think,
has high strength. I'm not too worried.
I'm gonna have Cade and Daldric stay over here by this like cliff face to the northwest of me. I think that'll be like a good hiding spot. You can stay in the bushes.
We're
chill
trying
out
to
on
get.
the-
Don't
along the
forget,
base.
we're trying to get down here though. We're trying to go south of the fortress.
Okay.
All
yeah.
right. One of those archers, one of those goblins, thought they saw something for a second, but they didn't see you. You guys' stealth is still up. Pretty close to spotting Cade, though. A little bit of that armor shine.
I'll tell Cade to like cross the river where we're at, and he needs to like get a rope and tie it over. He either needs to take Daldric over and then toss a rope over, like for
Wait,
me to
what?
cross.
Well,
We don't want to.
This is crazy. Like we instead of going over this log, we could have just crossed right here. Like I don't what? I
No,
didn't
the
realize-
water is.
What I'm trying to get
definitely
at is we've already almost been spotted, and we don't want to walk right next to the wall.
You don't
Yeah.
know.
We don't know that, and Al's right. And when I was originally saying like give us some time, like I was thinking like we could do like off-screen rolls where we like actually give this a wide berth and like walk actually around it instead of like trying to keep our tokens on this map just because this is how much real estate we have to work with. I think if Wiko's cool with it, we take an hour and we walk away west and then go south and then walk back east and
Mm.
just do this right. Like it's not like we're actually starved for time in real life. We can just say an hour's passed and we walked around. So I don't know. I just feel like that's way smarter than us trying to sneak in and then we never get a chance to have diplomacy because it looks like we're trying to attack. So I don't know. That's the way I'm thinking about it. Bueller?
I'm not necessarily opposed to that. How does everyone feel about that? Fine with taking a little more time?
Yeah, I just feel like we should do it
Yeah.
right. We should just be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Cade intentionally said like we're gonna need an hour, so I think we would just be chilling, and then
Okay, so,
once
Cade,
the time arrives, we'd go.
Okay, I'm going to DM magic.
Okay.
They're dead.
Whoa. And then I'm assuming there's rolls or something, right?
So
Could hide like over there. Yeah, perfect.
this would mostly just be pathfinding.
Could hide in these trees actually.
So I'm gonna say this would get some wisdom between the three of your group to be able to sort of path during the daylight, no stars, taking a wide enough berth in your path to be able to wrap back around without any issues.
I rolled, but it's not showing up.
Yep.
Weird. Should we all refresh
Uh,
Foundry or something, or
Okay, well that was weird. It just disappeared for me. Do you guys still see it?
Yeah.
it disappeared for me too?
No, it disappeared. Like
Okay.
a roll got glitched out or something.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask again. That was weird.
Shit, my last roll was better. Rut-row.
All down to Daldric. He is a druid.
I mean, 12 passes, so.
There you go.
Boo.
All right. Daldric has quite the expertise maneuvering through forested lands. So luckily he's able to keep you guys sort of on target without any issues. You don't have any strange encounters with any orc bands that might have been traveling in the surrounded area. You're able to sort of sneak up back behind the fortress again. And since you've kind of, wandered off and come back, I am going to ask your group for another stealth, just so I can have some new numbers for perceptions.
Nice. 24.
Did they cast past that trace now, or had they already done that?
We have it on.
I was going to say, I think since I sort of misunderstood the breadth that they wanted to take, that I'm fine with them saving the pass without trace and then now
so,
using it.
Yeah, plus 10s.
So we're looking at 24, 32, and 16.
All right, and after we kind of get in position, hide behind a tree or something, Daldric. We relay the message. Cade jumps on the Sonic cell phone. He said, "All right, gentlemen, thanks for your patience. Go ahead. Let's see if diplomacy works. If not, well, say the word."
We go. This is a quick note. While we're kind of waiting on them to do diplomacy, I am going to rig up a grappling hook and load it into my crossbow just in case.
Okay, cool. Sounds good to me.
Mishtar, Callion, you two should go first,
All right.
followed by Alistair, only because Callion speaks a little Orcish and knows a bit about Graz and has that necklace.
Wait, I speak Orcish?
A little bit. Me and you learned. I kind of jammed it into
Oh, yeah, that's
jammed it into you. You know,
okay.
Ooh.
jamming me
I
up.
rolled really good, so
Mm-hmm,
you do know a little bit.
Apparently,
Oh,
I rolled
good.
really good.
All right. As you sort of walk up, this Umbral troll is at ease. He kind of looks up at your group. He sees Mishtar in front. He looks over at Callion, sees the crest of the black dragon. When he looks at Mishtar, he holds out his wrist in what is a common Orcish greeting and says Vogrum, which means veins. It's sort of also means roots. Sort of showing your, I guess for a lack of a better term, showing your mortality, giving you common ground between different species. Kind of looks and sees, paladin, small, human, male, wizard, alien, it's half elf glory, it's goblin. The umbral troll sort of laughs to himself. He says, "You look like a wayward group, and if I were you, we've been having a bit of an issue around here. Don't drink the water."
Alien nods.
Mishtar sort of laughs to himself. He says, "There's a predicament my friends here have. I believe a friend of theirs is staying as a guest in your fortress. We were hoping to go inside, maybe negotiate some sort of deal." He looks over at Callion and says, "I believe that was a summary of the events. Is there anything you would like to add?"
No, I think that's about as vague and specific as I would have wanted to be. So, I don't think I would add too much to that.
I will grant you group passage. It will cost you 100 gold apiece. And
Mm.
if a weapon should leave its sheath, or if the verbal components of a spell should leave his mouth, finger outstretched, pointed towards Quinlan, then your group will feel the pain of 10,000 arrows and 100 abeyances. Do you understand?
Wait, is he just the bridge guard? Is that it?
We don't know.
Okay. So I'm just
But
thinking out
anyway,
loud.
I'm fine to acquiesce to that.
All right, so each pay 100 gold.
Sure.
Once Alistair sort of walks up, Troll points back, and he says, "Leave the echo."
Disperses. It kneels to him in respect, and then it disperses.
He sort of laughs to himself, and he says, "The echo warrior is an old orcish technique. You wouldn't happen to be a greenskin under that mask, would you? Maybe a pig face?"
I shake my head no.
All right. And this one in the front here, pointed ears, which is an irony because the umbral troll himself has very pointed ears. Says, "I don't think he'll have an audience with the king, but I don't think they'll have a problem if he goes in the fort, if you know what I'm saying."
Very well.
All right. Mishtar walks over to him and hands him a small pouch of gold. Looks at your group, sort of nods, starts to cross the bridge.
Did that pouch include my money? Did he take the collection?
The pouch that Mishar gave was just simply gold he had on him.
All right, I give him 100 gold.
Rico, how tall are these ramparts, these walls?
65 feet, give or take.
65? Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Okay. So, Cade, even at gargantuan size at level 18, would still be like a couple feet short. He'd have to stand on his tippy toes. That's wild. Wow.
There are walls.
Yeah.
Some say they're big and beautiful, the best walls.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I pay my toll.
I pay my toll.
If you don't pay
Right.
no
Trolls
tolls, we don't get
toll.
no rolls.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. If we don't get no rolls.
As your group walks forward, you notice some of the orcs knock arrows as they watch you. Goblins with cannons, trained on your group. As you come through, they still stay trained on you.
They
Just
would
give them all
fire
a
the
wave.
cannons into the fortress?
And they
That's
do.
so
Fuck yeah,
fucking.
dog.
They're
Jesus.
goblins, dude. They're crazy.
Yeah.
I give them all a wave and a nod.
Sheepers.
All right. Mishtar walks over to this assassin here, this roguish-looking orc. And he says, I believe we have an appointment with your ruler. If you could be so kind as to point out to me where he's living.
He even holds his hands over his weapon. That's how powerful Mishtar is. Just puts his hand around that guy's sword. Says nope.
Which sword?
Here.
The
The big one?
the roguish orc just sort of points off towards the structure, the lower eastern side. And he says, "Our leader resides behind the doors. Make sure you knock before you enter." And he sort of eyes Callian. He says, due to some troubles we've been having with the elves who have lived amongst themselves in the Steel Savannah, I'm not quite sure if your compatriot will be allowed to enter.
May
That's
I half enter?
racist.
I say, may I half enter?
Just the tip.
The
Just the tip of your nose on the door.
assassin sort of walks over to Callian, and he leans forward, takes in a big breath in, like he's trying to smell the air around him. He says, "You know, between the scars on your face, the lack of that,
Don't have those anymore, actually.
they
Oh.
were deep set enough that they were horrifying. Now they add to your beauty.
Oh, fine.
Well, before, where they made you grotesque, when that was healed, they turned into cool scars instead of deforming stars.
So now you look hot.
He's awesome.
So between the
Alright.
scars that you've wrought in battle and your lack of elvish stench, he says, "Look, I'll be honest with you. We've been trying to work out deals. Maybe put your hair in front of your ears. They won't catch on to what you are."
I keep my helmet on.
Hold on, repeat that last part of what he said?
Put your hair in front of your ears.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Quinn just feels like he should just drop a load of gold and be like, "I'm buying you all."
My God, is
Like,
that legal?
It's kind of
I
diplomacy.
don't know, like buying you guys as a group of mercenaries. Like, fuck it.
That's like diplomacy in civilization.
Yeah,
Here's gold.
Yeah, it's-
I win.
Diplomacy in real life too.
For
yeah,
sure.
I have money.
For sure.
Oh yeah, that works on me. Oh shit, I'm an NPC, dude.
Me too. I mean, Rival wanted a money hug earlier.
Oh yeah.
I think we all want some money hugs.
I'll give that hug, but it's gonna be weak.
All right,
Hey, I'll take it.
as you walk up to this small, secluded fortress within the fortress, you guys notice a row of orcish archers at the top with arrows trained on your group. They don't seem to have the stink of evil in their eye. They all look very careless about the fact that if they were to let go of the arrow, that it would kill you. You're not sure if you find that comforting or horrifying.
Did I see anything as I walked through? Any hidden things?
Not really. It's all pretty innocuous. A lot of the orcs seem to be just kind of hanging out, talking amongst themselves, eating various rations, going through supplies.
Since I've
Uh,
just learned Orcish, it needs to show off. So every time I pass by an orc, I say hello in Orcish.
So each time you
Oh, sorry.
pass by,
Nerd.
Sorry.
someone
Yes,
open a
nerd.
door.
Yeah, I clicked
Yeah.
it like a fool. Sorry.
What door did you click?
The
Click the
fucking
door.
One we're in front of.
Yeah, I just couldn't help myself.
Whoa.
I'm an idiot.
He used mage hand. Whoa.
I will telepathically ask Misha, do you want me to go first or?
He seems sort of nervous. Says that might be wise. Remember the roguish one. He said to knock first.
I knock.
Speak.
I try to knock as hard as I can, because knowing strength is viewed
So just
well.
from your passive perception,
Mhm.
you note that the large stone door to this chamber has a lot of, we'll say about face-high dried blood on it, almost as if orcs are knocking their knuckles as hard as they can into the door to draw some blood before they enter. Now, when you say you knock hard, do you knock hard enough to draw some blood?
Yes.
Ooh.
Ouch.
That's a knuckle slam right there.
Waste not.
I
That's
feel like it just makes sense Quinn would bleed from knocking. Oh, fuck. That's a cool sword.
Right.
and in Orcish, I
Damn.
say, Your Excellency, I'm Quinlan Conklin, and with guests, may we enter and parlay?
Parlay. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
He surprisingly gives you the generic orcish hello, where he shows you his veins and
Jesus.
says Vogrum,
I do the
which
same.
is surprising since he is royalty. And again, that greeting sort of points out the fact that you all share mortality, something that rulers are normally not something they're willing to admit.
And sorry, is this
He
sword
welcome-
on fire right now?
His sword is made of fire.
That's so
damn.
fucking cool.
Balrog sword,
Shit,
dog.
dude. Okay.
All right, he sort of waves your group to come in.
Kick his ass.
No.
When I
see
enter,
that.
I show him my wrist as well. And I move off
Alright.
to
I
the
will
side.
follow suit and just be respectful.
Nishtar shows him the veins on his wrist and he kneels.
Yeah, I take my plate gloves
I
off.
take a
I
gauntlet
show,
off. Yeah.
yeah, and I put it back on and I kneel.
Quinn bows. He never does not kneel.
Yeah, I kneel. I'm respectful.
Deep bow.
I respect
I'm
Quinn for
respectful.
being a Giga Chad, to be honest.
Giga nerd.
All right. The king here sort of laughs to himself and he says, "You may call me Caro. I am the chieftain."
Is he speaking in Orcish or Common?
He is speaking in common.
Nice.
Based.
Yeah. All you hear in your thoughts is Quinn being like, "Wasted a week learning Orcish." That he's still not.
Alistair gives you a chuckle, but a mental chuckle, you know?
You lol. Yes, I get it.
Caro then says, "A goblin. Interesting. I find that living in the outskirts of the Steel Savannah, when I run into those who sort of abrade themselves as a more valiant or noble being, that when they run into those of green skin, they execute them without recompense. Might I ask how this goblin has become your compatriot?"
If looking at Callion, does he not? Does or Alistair?
Just sort
I'm
of,
not going to speak for you guys unless you want me to.
just sort of
Um,
your group as a whole. He doesn't really care who talks. When he addresses you, it's sort of all four of you.
Have you guys told me about Mister and how you know him?
Probably not. So
Okay,
if
so
he's
yeah, I'm not talking.
so he just basically wants to know like how I know like why I'm traveling with a goblin, basically.
More or less.
Me
Alright.
and my friend here go back quite a long ways. I originally hired his help on an adventure on what seems like a lifetime ago. Then he grew to be our friend and companion. And now he is high among our order for religious reasons.
Sort of nods his head. He says, I'm surprised. He looks to be wearing the robes of a cleric. I've not known any monistic order, especially not those of noble monastic traditions, to allow goblins to join their ranks. I find comfort in this. It's interesting.
I don't judge people based on what they look like. I judge them based on their actions. Unless, of course, you're a demon. And I chuckle.
Sort of laughs to himself. And he says, a common ground we share.
Indeed.
For when jaws of the earth open, it threatens all walks of life, no matter how chaotic some may be deemed by others.
Yes, and I have been lucky to survive 2 such openings myself. And I have closed one.
It's a pretty
Well-
big flex right there. Closing a jaws of the earth.
I figure orcs appreciate a flex.
That's a pretty huge flex, actually, especially if he's worried about them.
Yeah.
Right. You can tell visibly that he's impressed by the feat, but he's not like reacting. He
Sure,
doesn't want to
sure.
be unbecoming.
Playing it cool. Yeah. I don't know.
Typical
Yes.
Zoil.
Or I suppose we should just get to the reason we are here. Some of our compatriots who are traveling south to join us in our new endeavors against the demonic forces of this world. Were traveling south, and they were brought here, shall we say. We were wondering if we could secure them through either a trade or some sort of deed that you would have us do, so we can secure their safety.
You must mean the company of cowards. Well, you see,
Yeah.
my men were hunting in the woods. They were minding their own business. When suddenly, 2 caravan pulled up on them with 20 men. 21, if my mind serves me correct. Weapons in hand. They started slaughtering them mercilessly. They ran, and this group chased them. As they were chasing down my men, they did not expect to come upon a fortress. It was there that we captured their leader. I was surprised to find that he had an ounce of nobility within his soul, within his blood, as he sort of threw himself into the forefront in order to allow his company of cowards to escape. He told them to go to some town, I'm not sure, some sort of peninsula, some sort of coastal escape, if you will.
Uh-oh.
Now,
Alien's nodding and grimacing, by the way. I'm like frowning.
it was when we captured their leader and we stripped him of his armor and his weapons that we found out that he was another one of these bloodthirsty elves, though he tried to cut his ugly ears in order to hide it. We could smell the stench. There is an arcane aura sort of leeches from them. Now, I'd like to think myself as pretty agreeable, especially as far as the Orcus go. As you see, those who live in these scimitar coasts would not be willing to talk to you if their men had been jumped while they were minding their own business. Those in the scimitar coasts would slit your throats, drink your blood. And they would save the skin from your face as a delicacy as they let it roast in the sun, but I like to think of myself as more humane. Now tell me,
Alien nods at him.
what could you possibly offer me in return for the safety of the leader of a group of cowards, a man of golden blood, fool's gold?
Alien
Can I-
kind of smirks. But yeah,
Can
what
I
do you want
insight check him talking about the paladins just slaughtering orcs?
Ooh, good call.
Yeah.
See how if there's truth to what he says.
Because that seems a little far fetched.
They're from Thunderwatch, dude. They could.
Yeah, but they're
We'll see.
oh dude, can I use my insight or can I I'll see what they roll, but I want to use my oh no, you're good. Never mind.
You have no reason to believe that he's lying.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Ouch.
rolled, but it didn't show.
I just relay to everybody he doesn't appear to be lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And
Okay, well.
in psychic response to you, I say I didn't think that he would. Men of Thunderwatch have long been afeared of orcs.
Alistair just says I have words for Elock and the rest of them then.
As do I. Your lordship, I believe we have a great deal we can offer you. Well, you see, there is a new power rising in the, well, this is going to sound weird. I won't say in the east.
New power rising
In the east!
Yeah, dude, a new tower, dude. Yeah, new towers, bro. Anyway, no, I'm going to be like, there's a new power rising in this area, one that has a dragon for a god. You know the
Caro,
case?
Caro sort of nods. He his hand on his chin, and he says, "Feel that those who did not see the massive beast fly by would have only averted their eyes in denial of such a power.
Yes.
Now you're telling
Well,
me your group is aligned with this power."
aligned, we. That is a gross understatement, as you noticed our goblin cleric here. He is the high priest of said power, and I am the leader of its paladin order. And these men had not been broken, shall we say, of our tenets. But they have committed a grievous wrong, which I seek to rectify in the name of Grezaurin, the dragon god.
He sort of smirks to himself and he says, "Well, if you and your companions are allied with such a power, maybe you can help me after all. I'd thought maybe that if you kept the company of cowards, those who could not even finish off a band of orcs while their backs were turned, that maybe you were weak in your own right, but I guess it would take great strength to come here." And again, he sort of ushers towards Mister and says, "I do find it interesting that you keep Goblin compatriot. Maybe that means you're willing to accept Orcish compatriots as well."
I will say that faith is more important than blood to us.
Are there any chairs here?
No.
Any place to sit down?
Nope.
Just a big
Well,
one. And he's
Quinn just
sitting in
sits
it.
down and like crosses his legs.
Caro says, "The
Yeah, go ahead.
land to the south of me, quite close, there is a cave system, and it was very precious to us. It housed what were ancient Orcish homes, those that had existed just outside of the reach of the Steel Savannah. Now, we had a church, we had our own god, but our god was immortal. A mortal, not to be confused with immortal. Now, he was slain. I took his crown and I took his sword. Foolishly, after I had slain him, the forces of the water that he had held treaties with had pushed me from my cave. They turned it into a ruinous, rot, flooded hole. Though I have heard that Vorna is growing weaker in these days. She's losing a battle. The tide is receding. The caves have been exposed. But the waters that flow from that cave are what we use to irrigate our crops. It's what we drink in order to sustain our life. Unfortunately, we've been having to pillage caravans that have been traveling to the Steel Savannah with goods so we can have enough drink in order to survive. That being said, if your group were able to push these caves, find out the cause, possibly even reverse it, I would be very grateful. And there's something else I'm looking for. When we were so hastily pushed out of our caverns, I'd lost a ring. It was very important to me. If you could restore our waters and get my ring, I would be willing to trade the life of your cowardice friend for my ring, and for the life that resides in fresh waters. What say you?
What does the ring look like, so I know what I am looking for?
It has a golden band with a small purple stone inlaid.
Aye. What other dangers can we expect from such a place? Were there any creatures that pushed you out, or was it simply the water?
Creatures came with the tide.
Of course. Fishmen? People of that sort?
He sort of smirks to himself. And he says, "You've had encounters with the forces of deep water?"
Yes. Oh, yes. We've had battles with the forces of Vorna before. An entire tower we were able to expunge of its filth.
There is one more request I make of your group,
Yes.
and I realize that this request sort of sits outside of our negotiation, so I'm willing to pay you. The wizard of my court, very powerful orcish shaman, was sent to the caverns in order to clear the waters. Fortunately, this was 3 days ago, and I think him dead. I would be appreciative if you could return his body and his totem.
Of course.
Yes, if I should come across it, I shall do so.
If there are only remains, I would understand if you could not return it. But if there is evidence amongst those remains, or like I said, his totem still existing, I would appreciate them at the least. And just to be clear, talking as a DM, totem is just a fancy way for saying a shaman casting implement.
Yeah,
It's like a rod,
Yeah.
you know.
yeah.
Right.
I had a feeling.
Yeah. Callian is going to agree. I'm going to I'll do it in character. I agree to these terms, and I believe the rest of my group shall agree as well. I don't see any issues about this. We have fought the fish folk before. We've put them to the sword. They are a known foe. Though I do not underestimate them. They are Vorna's ilk. They are not to be underestimated.
And before you go, I will warn you. There is a, I believe they call themselves Marrow. He wields powers parallel to mine. You will know him when you see his weapon. It's a trident made of pearl.
Indeed.
Be weary. He is quite powerful. When he says that, he sort of pulls down the, coif of armor around his neck to reveal his collarbone, which has a series of puncture wounds that you can only assume came from this pearlescent trident.
Right. Yes, we have fought Marrow Lords before as well. Should be interesting. Yes.
Are his puncture wounds not healing?
They are not healing.
Fascinating.
Quinn is going to stand up, wipe some dirt off of him and off of himself, and may I try something to see if I can heal those wounds?
He sort of laughs to himself. He says, unfortunately, within the confines of these walls, if you were to cast a spell, no matter the intent, you will die.
Oh no! I'm not casting. I can't. I'm not into that divine nonsense. I read books and I'm smart. I was going to offer you some laudanum, possibly. I have some sanctified water. Um, I have perhaps that would work.
I don't mean to disappoint you. I have tried laudanum. I have tried sanctified water. I have tried a litany of potions from all manner of races, some sinister and some from beyond the stars. No one seems to be able to cure my wound.
Have you tried paladin healing?
He sort of laughs. He says, "I've tried all manner of healing."
Or not?
I think this might be a curse, gentlemen.
Yes.
Well,
May we see our idiot that you have captured?
He laughs, big loud belly laugh. He loves that you called Elok an idiot. He says he's being held in the central tower storage. He gives you an orcish word that will allow you passage. It says, though, the rules there are the same as the rules in the rest of the fortress.
Mm-hmm.
If you attempt to cast a spell, we will shackle you. If you attempt to draw a blade, we will take it from you.
Oh, that's fine. I just wish to chastise him.
Might as well. I also have one more question for you.
He nods.
When you say he wields power like you do, what exactly are you referring to? Your strength?
The parallels were uncanny. He seemed to adjust to the way I fought during the fight.
Hmm. Hmm. We have fought something of that nature recently, actually. I'm imagining it's those guys who are like true polymorphing themselves and stuff. You guys remember?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They like copied Cade's giant form and shit.
Yep.
Okay. Well, at least we can go in a little more prepared. Thank you for seeing us. Thank you for acting diplomatically.
He sort of laughs to himself again, and he says, no. It is you who I should be thanking for acting so diplomatically. For I find that we encounter those with pigged flesh quite often. And for some reason, they look upon those with pigged faces in a downward manner. I don't understand why, but we are met with constant violence.
How do you call them pig flesh, pig skin, but they don't like pig faces? I never really thought about it like that from like an orc perspective. It's kind of funny. Like, you guys are almost all the way there, except without the face. Why do you hate us? Some of you are even fat.
In your heads, yeah. In your heads, you're gonna. I would love to recruit this whole fortress.
I agree with you.
Cade doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what this guy looks like. But like, wouldn't you have to kind of usurp the throne here and kill that guy?
Nah.
You sure? You think you just give up power and say, you know what, you can buy
I
me?
don't.
No,
I
you'd
don't
have to
think.
kill
I don't
this
think
guy.
it's a. I don't think it's a give up power kind of thing. I think it's a joint forces kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it's a have to
Maybe.
like a seat on the council type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. It depends, I
Yeah.
guess, on his ego, but he seems reasonable.
Yeah. I also have another request, but perhaps it can wait until we return. And I'm mentioning that to. I say that out loud to the leader here.
Dear leader.
He sort of raises an eyebrow and he says, "Well, you might as well ask me now. If you go into the caverns and you die, then I'll be curious for the rest of my life."
Well, I don't plan on dying, especially with this one at our side. And I gesture to Quinn. I have this urge, and I'm not sure why, but you seem like you would be a great challenge, and I would love to spar with you. Not to the death, of course, but a simple trial by combat would be an honor, if you are willing when I return. Outside of the walls, of course. Just you and me.
He sort of raises an eyebrow and looks at you with curiosity. He says, "For some reason, I feel as if your challenge has nothing to do with ego. I find this interesting. There's a possibility I'll accept. Let's see what your group is able to accomplish. And on return, maybe then I'll make a deliberation."
A nod. To the idiot, then.
Mishtar stands up and he bows. And he sort of pulls out the sides of his robes. And he shows his veins again.
Mhm.
And he says, "When I return the remains and the totem of your dead court wizard, you said there would be payment?"
Quinn just looks at Misha. Stop. Stop.
I show my veins. I start walking.
Quinn
walking.
just literally just says stop.
That's so fucking funny. Oh my god.
Well, have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you soon.
We gotta go around.
Hopefully.
Oh well, I will at least see you soon. I don't know about the rest of them.
So now it's awkward because now, like, we're all cool, but we're hiding back here.
Fucking creeps.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I wanted to talk for it, but see if it were cool. Because
You never know, though. You got to set up those pieces just in case.
true.
But it's not that big of a deal. You guys can just leave and we'll just meet you on the road and out back.
I say we just walk on in there like, howdy, guys.
Nah, that'd be
Nope,
too
don't
weird.
do that.
We're
Don't
like,
do that.
Hey,
Yeah, I would.
by the way, dude in charge, just want to let you know we had friends ready outside to kick your ass just in case. Hope you're
Yeah,
cool
we had an
with it.
assassin squad in the walls.
No,
by
we're
the
just
way.
gonna fuck up everything. But it's cool. Sorry
I'm
about
in
that.
your walls, brother.
So
Wait, I think you have to come around this way so you can do the word thing.
So, King of the Orcs, I know you said that humans are always violent, and we may have had assassins behind your castle, but I promise we're not violent.
We're diplomatic.
Some say they're the nicest assassins. Tremendous assassins.
So we say the words.
Elok
Bigly.
sort of walks up. These orcs sort of step back. Kind of weapons at the ready, though, in case he tries to run. He sees your group. He says, "Oh, thank the hands of Fathorn. My old friends, here to free me. Let's leave."
No, actually, we made a deal. They're going to take your life, and then join us in Bastion as civilized people, because You're uncivilized and they're civilized, and that's what we want.
Sort of looks shocked. He said, You made a deal with," sort of ushers backwards. He says, "Their kind." The orc's
You-
going to snarl at him.
I
Yes,
straight up,
unless you.
I made a deal with your kind before. Why wouldn't I make a deal with their kind? Same idiots all over the place doing the same idiotic things.
That's right.
I'm sorry. I'm not even in charge of you. I should let Callion and Alistair beat the hell out of you. I'll step back. And I turned to Mishtar in front of Elok. I turned to Mishtar and offer like deference to him, and move to the side.
I will basically hold on. I'll let you have
Oh
your
yeah,
turn. I'll let you finish 1 second. But first, I just look at Elok and I say, I don't know if you remember, but we are trying to recruit a fighting force that can fight evil on its own terms. I do not care what someone looks like. I care about their faith. You'll have to remember that outside of Thunderwatch, blood holds no bond to us. It's about quality of character and the purity of one's soul. So you can sit here and think about that while we help these folk out. And be grateful that they're not skinning you alive right now.
Elok sort of pulls his cane back to his chest and he says, "I'm shocked you would think so lowly of me, so highly of them. You haven't even heard my word. You've believed whatever they've told you. I'm a man imprisoned in an orcish stronghold. You think I'm guilty?"
Guilty is a strong word.
Insight
Says,
check.
he says,
yeah,
"Tell me,
insight.
tell me, how many elves have you known that have been held captive by orc, have been held here for a reason just?"
Take that, buddy.
Right, Callion. As far as he can tell, he truly believes he has done nothing wrong, but you also do not know the story from his perspective. Sort of a Rashomon situation.
All right then. Out with it. What is your story?
2 caravans, me, 20 paladins, our families, wives, children, our horsemen, galloping, proudly caravanning through the night, heading towards the coastal land. Take us to our bastion. We're there. Me, 20 paladin, would help our mutual friend Leo and his company of dwarves protect your lands against the various rodentia. And it was in our travels that suddenly we were accosted by a band of orcs, bows, swords drawn, and they said they were going to rifle through our goods. If they could not find drink amongst our wares, that they would drink the blood of our wives.
Would actually telepathically says, "Well, they did say they were."
They did say they were marauding caravans. Yeah,
So
100%.
there's a good possibility.
There's
Still,
a good
I'm still going to be
possibility
mad
that
at
they did.
Elok.
They were hunting, and they are starving.
No, I'm gonna say their leader freely admitted that they were raiding caravans.
Yeah, because they're starving and like they need water.
That's fine, but robbery to sustain oneself is not
No,
always considered
of course,
civilized.
robbery.
Desperate, desperate
desperate
times call for
times.
desperate measures.
Now, the thing is,
But murdering people because you can't get any drink is not fucking
They-
okay. Ever.
They're
It-
orcs. They're going to threaten you. That's
Okay, that's
There
racist
could-
as fuck, dog.
No.
What the fuck, dude? You're like,
no. That's
yeah, they got green
could
skin.
have-
They'll just threaten you. You know.
no.
Okay,
I'm sure
Alistair
there's
Trump, dog.
issue.
What the fuck?
Whatever.
Reformed Alistair. Good
Hey,
guy,
man,
Alistair.
it's a process. Okay, it's a process.
we're still going to do free. We're going to get you freed. However, I'm sure there was a plethora of ways around whatever nonsense happened.
Agreed. So what of the lives of your wives and children? Do they still live? Were they murdered?
Luckily, I was able to send the caravan of my men, my daughter, their families, off to your coastal landing. I believe you called it Yorkstead.
Fuck yeah.
I'm hoping that in this time they would have arrived. I've been welcomed.
Okay,
Fortunately,
so it is just you here.
I I took about 2 days worth of water skins from the carts, and I strapped them to myself and I ran into the woods. They captured me. They confiscated my water, damn near drank all of it, and they've taken me back here, where I've been sitting for 4 days without drink or food.
Damn.
He's not going to live very much longer if he doesn't get water. Well.
Quinn will step up. He will pull out 2 canteens and hand one to the guard. I'm going to give this one to my friend. Otherwise, he will die while we are doing a task for your lord. And I hand the other one to Eloch.
All right, this hobgoblin runs up behind this orc, stabs him in the back of the neck, and takes the canteen. Sort of jumps up on top of the boxes and starts chugging the water. Eloch starts drinking the water he has.
I look at this orc outside. I'm like, that's how it is here.
The orc that's standing here sort of snarls and he says, "No, it's not supposed to be." He pushes Eloch aside, starts to jump up towards these crates. "Give me that damn water skin." Some of the others get involved. Guard from outside starts yelling at them, telling them to stop fighting. This orc yells and he says,
Do I just cast teleport?
No,
I say that mentally.
no.
We all get
I'm
out.
like,
He was rightfully imprisoned. I want to return. You want to recruit these.
No, anyway, they're killing each other for water. I don't know if I care.
They're thirsty and starving.
Yes. Which I could definitely help with
Honestly,
a whole
yeah.
bunch.
Feed them and water them, and maybe
Yeah,
they'll just be loyal.
We're
oh, dude, yeah,
we're
they'll
going
do it.
we're
So
going
they've-
to help them.
Build them a feast.
So they threw shackles on this guy and knocked him unconscious, left him in the box and piles of construction equipment and saws there. These hobgoblin and orc come over to you. They say, "Do you have any more water skins?"
Do I have any more? I don't know.
I say this mentally, when we return, we can have our cleric or our druid, whatever the fuck he is, give them a feast that they will be truly thankful for.
I'll reiterate that out loud. When we return, I'll make sure to bring some more.
He sort of holds out his hand and he puts the broad head of his axe down and he says, "I want you to know that not all of us are like him. We don't start killing each other over resources. We don't steal, we ask. All I'm asking is, you see, you gave your friend a water skin. I'm not killing him, I'm not taking it. Might you have one more?"
Unfortunately, I do not. I had 2, and I gave my own personal water to you, your friend, and to my friend. I'm going to go and
This RP.
hopefully clear out your caves and clean up that water,
He
and
sort of
then
looks,
all
he
these
looks
issues
shocked.
won't be happening anymore.
Says, "You've been sent to clean out the caves."
Yes.
Yes.
Sort of turns around. Says, "Please, we're dying."
We see that. That is the point.
We don't wish for this, for that to happen. So we're going to go. We wanted to check on our comrade and chastise him, even though now that we've gotten his side of the story, it looks kind of like you guys were marauding a little bit, and I feel a little bad for chastising him so harshly.
Sort of. He holds out his hands and says, "It's a complicated scenario."
Yes,
I'm
yes.
sure it is.
But when we get back, hopefully everything will be cleared up, and we will have water all around. And then we will discuss the future.
All right. When you guys turn to go, he points off to the battle razor over here. He says, "Take the hobgoblin to the oubliette."
Just in your mind, he just murdered his friend. Real like that was very. I mean, I've seen some things, but that was brutal.
Desperate times.
Yes, we should leave before they murder all of us for water.
They're not going to murder us.
Well, I mean, I'm not interested in finding out.
If they were capable of clearing the caves, they would have by now. We are their salvation.
Let's see. Let's go.
When you mention the capability of clearing out the caves, this guard
That was mental.
captain.
That was
Yes.
mental. Yeah,
Yep.
with our...
This guard captain looks like he is trying to impede on your telepathic bond.
Hmm. I mean, I don't even wait for him. I just say, do you have something you would like to add?
He looks sort of darrow and says, "We've sent a company to 40 orcs trying to clear out this place." Oh my god. Sorry, if you give me 1 second. My
Mhm.
mouse just died. I gotta plug
Oh,
it in,
good.
but I don't have a cable with me, so I have to go grab one. Anyway, he tells you that he sent to the king has sent 2 company, 40 orcs, and as far as he can assume, all 80 of them have failed. There's not been but 1 body recovered. And because of it, they've been weary to try and solve the issue, which is why their hunting bands had been pillaging, even though it's sort of against the decrees that Caro has going on.
Well, when we clear it for you, hopefully you don't have to kill each other anymore.
Okay. All right.
Valadria and the Marrow are no force to be underestimated.
You could have sent 100 orcs. It wouldn't have made a difference.
Bodies that I've seen, I did go to check it out. Puncture wounds. They looked necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful.
Aye.
Mishtar sort of comes over to your group and he says, "Well, I should be taking the coin to Graz then, right? And your group will handle the issue of the dark water."
No, you're coming
Ah.
with us. You're part of this now too.
Oh no. Quinlan,
I'm just Quint just smiles at him, knowing that that's not really what's going to happen.
he says, "I have a terrible fear of drowning.
As do I. Well, who is not afraid of drowning?
Fish?
Graz was very close to me. I did everything in my power to prevent him from drowning, and I failed.
Spence said fish.
I do not want to fight the dark water."
No, you have your mission. We have ours. walk out back with us, and you're free to go.
Yeah, I show my veins. We bounce.
I do not show my veins. I'm too close, and they drinking blood. You know, come on.
They just threatened to.
Yeah, trust these guys.
They're fine.
So walks over here.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of
Ishtar
you.
starts to laugh to himself, and he says, "Dwarf man, where are your friends?"
I kind of just gesture around as if I know.
Where'd y'all go?
Down here, south.
We're out back by the tree stump.
Meet at the flagpole at 3:00.
Says, "Well, if your group is going to be taking care of their waters, going to assume you enter their caves through the stream to the west.
Here's Cal.
I'm going to use the return that Graz had given me, so I might deliver unto him the coin, and then I'll meet you at the Great Horde."
That's Graz's Great Horn.
Horn.
Graz's Great Horde, not
Grass's
yours.
Great Horn is a porno, dude.
Yeah.
We're not
that's what he's been giving Rinthar for 30 days.
Oh god. The Great Horn. He was showing some vein all right, dude.
Oh, drain the main vein.
Let's go drown some fish. Come on.
Yeah.
Do you know drowning a fish is actually just picking up out of the water and holding them in there?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like they just drown with air, not with water.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
They
Nope,
literally
because
suffocate in the air.
and they don't
They
breathe.
got gills and stuff.
They fucking
if-
suffocate in there. They can't. They're not. If they're not swimming through
I
water,
mean-
they're fucked.
We suffocate
If I'm
and fucking.
being
Space,
completely honest, I don't think that that's weird. But what I do think is weird is that marine mammals don't have a way to breathe water.
It is
And that-
odd, right?
Like it's
Yeah,
weird
like
that there are
dolphins
like
and whales
yeah,
and
there
shit.
there are life forms that completely evolved and spent fucking millions of years in water, but they still have to come to the surface to breathe. Like talk
So
about
lame.
inefficient.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
lame.
whales suck.
It's kinda. It's fucking dumb. It's a really bad system. Wiko is completely right. They've
It's a
had plenty.
bad
They have had
system.
plenty of time to figure this out.
Whales actually, there's
They need a design patch, dude.
Yeah,
there's
they do.
paleontological evidence that whales started on land and went into water. So the reverse of like us,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, which makes it
Pretty
even
wild.
weirder.
Oh yeah, Scruffy just
Awesome
brought
kills,
up. There's some tribe of humans that have slightly evolved that like live next to the ocean and like they're very dependent on the ocean. And I remember seeing something about them. They can actually hold their breath underwater super long, and they can grip shit underwater better than a normal person. The way they're so whenever your fingers wrinkle, it's so for gripping,
Ew.
and their fingers and toes and whatnot are an extreme level of it when wet, so
Yeah,
they can
and
actually do
they're,
extra shit.
Another one that'll bake your noodles that our eyes evolved to see underwater first, not above water
What
first.
the fuck did you just say?
Yeah,
Bake my noodle?
Light and water refraction. Yeah.
that's a line for the Matrix.
Crazy.
We are
Really gonna bake
children
your
of
noodles.
Cthulhu.
Well, if you think about it, like you grow and form in a water-filled bubble in your mom.
Throw a baby into the ocean. They know how to swim.
That's
It's
true.
crazy.
Yeah. Well, you're living in water. You're
so-
living in a water tank. You're breathing through your belly button, but you can see.
So
it.
that
Can we
those
go fight
events
fish?
being said, do you guys want to proceed through that opening with the water leads into the cave system?
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah,
Yeah,
we
let's-
do.
let's
I
do
didn't
it.
hear any of that, but we're fucking going, Leroy.
Yeah, we're gonna go kill Marrow.
Leroy.
And this is the
Okay.
back caves behind the fortress.
Yes.
I spawned my Echo again, just by the way.
Should we
Okay,
take a
I'll get-
quick 5 minute? Because I gotta
that'd be
piss.
cool. I'm
and
gonna-
my
yeah,
back
I
is
gotta
killing me. I
pee
gotta
and-
get up.
Gotta pee and I gotta grab some water.
Yeah, I
not
need
at, not at the same source though.
Liar. All right. Anyway, see you guys in 5 minutes, chat. All right.
You can
What
get-
up, boys?
What
Al's
up?
built Al tough. That's why you bought it. That's why you bought it.
You
Yeah,
say
the Ford
built
bought Al.
Al tough?
Yeah,
Built Al tough.
Built Al tough.
you know.
Built Al tough. Built Al tough.
Don't do that.
Built Al tough. Sorry.
Oh, the f-
Jesus
That sounds like a Dwemer ruin in Morrowind. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it does. Sorry, what is
Bro,
what is a gefilte fish? What is that?
It's a fish that is very popular in Jewish communities.
I know, but what is
Isn't
it?
it like I've seen it in jars? I've never actually tasted it.
Do other people eat it? Like, I don't understand.
Have you,
I've only ever
No,
heard
it's a
it.
traditional Ashkenazi Jew dish.
Have you
And it's a
ever heard
white
of
fish? It's like a carp or a whitefish or a pike. Like, it's actually gefilte means stuffed in Yiddish. Apparently, I
Yo,
just
carp
Googled
is
this.
disgusting.
So
I'm not
it's
a
carp,
carp enjoyer.
whitefish, or pike. It can be any whitefish basically, and then they mix it with eggs, onions, matzo meal, and seasonings. Then they poach it in a broth.
Is it
So
good?
have you ever had a?
No,
Go
it
ahead,
tastes
sir.
like shit when I've had it, but
Really?
yeah, I had a Jewish stepmother like growing up for a good many years. So her matzo ball soup was fire, but gefilte fish.
Yeah, have you ever
Gefilte
had a
just looks
Have you ever
gross.
had a jagon?
I have.
Gotta jack off.
I've had a jagon as someone thumbed my thresher.
my God.
That episode last.
Ah, yeah. Stick your
Fucking
finger in
God.
my thresher. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah.
I crack
good.
up every time at the end of that episode where Kenny just saws the fucking picture. They're like, Kenny has a picture of these two green things doing some weird shit.
Two green things suck at each other's shoulders.
Yeah.
Look at the glagons and that juice
everyone
up there.
back?
Sorry.
So
I'm
after you follow the sort of tight, cavernous, waterwayed entrance, you follow the threshing stream to a deep cavern. There, you find that the water takes on a mystical quality,
Mm.
glows itself, and you do detect an arcane property coming from it. And I also will say, no, it doesn't have any sort of alignment or intelligence, as far as you can tell. It is simply more magical the further you get into the cave system.
Mm.
Is the water messed up with us in any way other than the arcane sense that we're getting?
No,
And is it detrimental to us?
no, it's not detrimental in any way.
Can I use Arcana to try to sense any properties or no?
Yeah, sure.
Also, can I switch familiars out now,
Yeah, fine with me. Who do you want?
Frank?
Frank is such a Giga Chad, dude.
Okay, so you can assume that if you were to drink from this water, it would cause some sort of magical disease. And you find that this water is being cursed in an arcane way. Just standing in it, splashing in it, whatever, that's not going to do anything to you. But if you drank from it with intent, it would have probably some sort of curse-bearing effect, some sort of disease-bearing effect.
Magic aids, got it. I'm going to put my hand on Cade's shoulder and use Echo Avatar, and I'm gonna explore. 10 feet up.
I would like to summon my mind blade.
Okay. Galleon, go ahead and summon your Mind Blade, and then
Wait, how tall's the ceiling?
about 10 feet.
Okay.
A 1?
Remember, it's not like
I know, it's a D30.
You know,
Also, for your
Yeah.
shadow, you don't have to think normally. Like he could be horizontal against the top of the ceiling.
Yeah.
I know it's weird, but like that's
Oh, yeah. My Echo does not have initiative.
So I was slopping down some ramen noodle.
No worries.
Crab. There's crabs.
I don't got
blind-
crabs, dude. I just got tested, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm blind and deaf, but I can still talk in my brain. A lot of crabs, boys.
Crab people.
People. Crab people. A lot of them. Hey, there's still a body.
Ooh. You know what I'm getting for lunch on Thursday, boys?
Crab.
Duck.
Cocaine.
Basil. Nope. Duck.
Did you say
Basil
cocaine?
stir fry.
He did say
Mm.
cocaine.
If
Okay.
everyone
Can you
else
guys roll
wanna
initiative? Can we play?
Yeah.
No, dude, I don't want to.
Cade, Cameron,
Remember,
Dedrick?
Cade, Callion, you have an
Yeah,
extra
1d8.
1d8.
I don't see the initiative roll here. Where is it?
Just right
It
click
is
on the
in the
combat
initiative
tracker.
tracker.
It is right click.
Combat encounters. Click the.
If you right click combat encounters, it brings up a separate window and you can have both
Yep.
dice rolls and the list.
It's
Okay,
pretty
you
cool.
guys should roll
It used to
oh,
just
Cade.
pop up in the regular chat for me. So
Nope. Initiative has never done that.
It's never done that.
Cade, you get an
It does that for
1d8
me
done
all
it
the
for
time.
me.
Sorry, what'd you say, Al?
You get a 1d8 added to your initiative.
Oh,
Cade.
I missed that, sir.
Cade,
Just roll the
Alistair,
D8
and
all at
Callion.
it.
Yeah, the guys that always go like last.
Okay, I go first like all the time.
Yeah, since you've joined, I've given you every single time.
I also have
1d8.
alert. You're gonna go first, Quinn. Have fun.
Well, I have.
No,
alert,
I
too.
don't want to go first.
You don't want
What
to?
is al-
No, not right now. I
All
can't see
right.
anything.
I want to go first. Just
Too
kidding.
bad.
Oh,
Which
wait
feels
a minute.
weird because I
co-
feel like I should be able to see everything, but that's
is alert working for me? Because I have alert as well.
Do you have it on your sheet? Yeah, you do. +5.
Yeah.
I say the +5.
Yeah, but isn't that just your like? Oh yeah, because I have a 10 to.
Yeah, you don't get. You have no text.
I
dog.
don't get shit. Yeah, I get it.
Quinn, just so you know, Alistair is telling you everything he sees through his shadow.
okay. I mean,
If you want to go first, you can, but if not, I'm gonna
'cause
bonus action teleport.
Alan, cannot see the thing.
Oh, okay.
you're telling
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know what I want to do yet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll go first. I am going to bonus action teleport to my Echo. It doesn't take an action. It doesn't take anything to stop the Echo avatar thing. So I'm going to teleport to my Echo, swap places with it, and then stop the Echo thing. So now I'm in. And then I am gonna go take one step back, and I'm gonna start fighting.
Sounds good to me. From your movement, I see that you target the Swagan. This room here.
The Echo Blade.
Does that hit?
It does.
Amazing. That is a 1 and a 6. I'm gonna re-roll the 1.
Okay.
That's a 2. Fucking lame. But I get my echo damage. That's
Let's
a
just say
6.
this has been a good session tonight, boys.
Fun
Oh, yeah,
RP. I like how we handled that fortress. That was great.
We might be able to get them to be on our side after we murder these guys.
That's a 2.
And Swagan's bloodied.
Here's my echo damage because there's a 6. Last attack. There's a 2 and a 1. I'm
and
re-rolling.
Don't bother.
Okay.
Last one got him.
Okay. And then
So the repeated echo damage just hacked away at him.
yeah. I guess that's gonna do it. I will end.
All right.
How all out are we going?
What do you mean?
I would say go a little slow. We don't know. We can't see everything. There's stuff over here, but there's more. Like I can't see past like here. So don't go too crazy, you know. But be ready to.
then I will end my turn.
You, like, ready in action?
No, that's the
No?
point.
All right.
Any action I ready will also hit you when they come in. So,
Oh yeah, I forget. You don't do cantrips.
Alright. Frank?
I mean, I have cantrips, but they're not like.
Yeah, I'm just because there's another guy. Here.
I can't see him.
That's what I'm telling you about.
That's it. That's my turn.
Calms. Gotta love it.
Orion.
Moving up. It'll let me move. All right. Reason I'm having. We're just moving with the fucking things. The arrow
That's
keys.
Wiko, my echo's gone, by the way.
All right. I am.
Orion, when you run in, to your north, you see a Swagan. To your south, you see a very large Obama station.
Obama Station.
I'm sorry, Obama.
Yeah, they're abominations, but they're crustaceans. Obama stations. That's a patented Wiko word, by the way. Don't use that. Or if you
Yeah.
do, give me credit.
Yeah, we've heard that before in the fucking tower. I remember.
All right, I'm going for the Obama station.
Hit him. Turn strike.
Every time I say that, the copyright button pops up. Little trademark symbol.
TM.
First, we gotta get Liddy.
He gave it to the Obama.
Oh, did I give it to the Obama? Oh shit.
It's fine. I can move things very freely with the
The
current
Obama
version of
station's
Foundry.
F-35s can now go further and faster.
No.
Sir, our range has just been extended.
Like Goku throwing Cell a sensu bean. You give the crab the mead. All right, I threw the effect on you. You're good.
That'd be so cool.
Actually, I saw some
Power move.
movement, and I don't want to like throw stuff, so I'm gonna walk up to this guy, fucking start hitting him.
All right.
Orion's gonna get eaten by a crab.
Probably, but
very-
I mean,
His very thick carapace. May your blade be guided to his weak spots.
Oh, nice.
It's 28 you hit.
Sweet, fucking sweet. And then
Solid
they'll also
45 damage.
Jesus.
the extra D8 from the Gloomstalker stuff.
Mhm.
And then I'll get an extra. I'll get 2 more attacks too because of the haste and shit. Ouch.
That one reflects off of his large claw.
That one also reflects. All right. It's my turn.
Obama Station. One of my favorite monster names, I think. It's just great. It's just
gonna be a
good.
space station.
Sir, the Obama has reached the station.
The next sci-fi game we play will be a space station, Obama Station.
Obama Station. Obama's nation.
You're not attacking?
Obama?
They're
You
dashing.
had to double move.
Oh. Honestly, I just thought. I
You
just
get
thought
an
the crabs
attack
could
op
move like
on
that.
one of these, Orion. Whichever ones you want, whatever runs past you.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
one of them.
I'll probably take that that second one that came past.
Speaking of Obama, do you remember that there was like a rap song about Obama? Do you guys remember this? Obama, 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 Boba, Oba, Oba, Obama, 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 Oba, Oba. Do you guys remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
Not even a little bit.
It's so bad. It's a rap about Barack Obama. Anyway, and it was a legit real song, unfortunately.
Are you saying a song about our greatest?
I like Obama, by the way.
President?
Oh, but he used drones. He drone struck Yemen. Okay. Sure, still like him though.
Yeah.
I bet
Take Obama any day.
there was a
Or
king who's
stalwart dwarf.
sorry. Go ahead, Daldrick.
Eric,
Oh, my turn. Yay.
you're Daldrick, right?
Walk. Yeah, no, I just didn't hear anything over all the Obama talk.
Shut up.
Uh,
He said that shit after I
didn't.
stopped. You were playing a video game. What are you doing?
Go sunbeam something. Let's go.
I'm filing down something while I'm listening to you guys.
Something, you mean a mold line?
No, line of kick. Alright, let's
Kick.
let's do a little bit of blessing action. Scallion, Cade, Quinn.
Nice.
1d4.
Cheapers. Someone just took 91 points of damage.
What's the range on bless?
I think it's 30 feet.
Oh,
Yeah, it just says within range. Doesn't actually say. That's weird.
it's
I don't
30
know,
feet.
it's
I was
30
gonna
feet.
say you should do it at second level or third level and give it to all of us, but
I'm pretty. It's 30 feet.
Yeah, cannot. And then moving in just a little more because it's a narrow ass tunnel. Let's get my little healing guy going. Goddamn, I closed my sheet and now it's not reopened. I think it's because I walked on top of Ring. Hold on, there we go. Starry Form Chalice, and that's all I can do.
Okay.
This time.
For now. Orion, this one's going to attack you.
Okay.
As a lot of them are filing in, pushing past. This one takes notice.
Back to the pile.
It's going to make 2 melee attacks.
Little does this Obama station know that I thrive in the pile. I was born in the pile.
But the crab pile.
Yeah, he was born with crabs.
Crab pile is a name for it, yeah.
He was born with crabs.
Alright, 2 attacks and 2 misses. You deflected it with your Fade Mirror Blade. Brings us to Callion.
Alright. Shall move up as far as I can.
Colin. You dashing?
No,
You
fuck
dashing, bro?
no.
Fuck no.
Fuck no. Actually, strike that.
Excellent.
Voice it.
Actually,
We're gonna cast Misty Stirp,
Oh.
which allows me to move 30 feet to page 394.
Turn your books to page 394. Do it.
Which
Do
will
it.
zap me to like, god fucking damn it, to like here. Fine. And then 25 right in your face, Mr. Obama Station.
Back up on your standing
Yeah.
side.
There. So 20 then, I guess. And now for my next trick. I'm gonna attack things.
Oh. Aww,
two.
that 12 was close.
2.
To it.
Attack number.
As you can imagine, the 2 did not hit.
Hawk to it.
I hate this game, dude.
No, I did the 6.
Yeah, no shit.
was
All right,
Bless
that's
was
my
already
turn.
in there, right?
Hawk.
Not
I got
that
to
it
the
would
front
matter,
line.
I'm
That was the
saying.
main point.
Hawk.
The plus 4s? I mean, does a 26 hit?
No.
And the 4 is in there. The 1d4 is in there. you go down. I rolled a 6 plus your 1d4, which hit a 4.
Yeah, I was
and then
gonna
had
say
plus 12. And then,
bless should be baked in.
yeah,
too.
blessed is baked in. We're good.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, my whole point was to get to the front line, and I did. So yeah.
Cade.
Great bulwark.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna boner action and set a rune. Just a little prematurely here. And that is gonna
Mature boner.
boner. That is gonna be hill rune, which we were long rested, so I need to reset all that. That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna pop hill rune for some resistances. Okay, there's the boner. And then 5, 10. Uh-oh, I'm stuck under him. 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That's my dash action. I just like sprint into the foray, hoping that I take some of the heat off of Orion and Alistair.
All right, sounds good to me.
Some beefier.
Are these
When
guys technically aberrations?
Obama stations.
Technically,
I
aberrations.
fucking hate you. What the fuck?
What'd you say?
Sounded like you said something else.
No, I said are they
Wait,
aberrations?
I got a question. When Caden enlarges, does his boner action get bigger?
Sorry?
Shut the fuck up.
What'd you say? Wow.
All right, Cade.
Yeah.
This Swaggin is running at you, stabbing
Swaggin.
at you with his trident.
Bilbo Swaggins. Nice.
2 failed attacks.
Fuck yeah.
You're able to deflect them.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. That's how you do it.
Two Crusher Claw attacks on Callie. And with a 29, Ty will go to the defender. Alright, Orion. The big Obama station that you hit is going to attack you. Okay, here we go. Maybe I jumped the gun. So ignore that second one. That first one's gonna come through. Alright, so on hit, the target is grappled. So you've been grappled.
Hot.
I fucking hate you, dude.
Alright. Now the second attack will be a Claw Crush. Since you're grappled, it just comes through.
Sure. Don't worry about me, boys. I got a plan.
Oh, I'm worried about you, buddy.
Actually, don't worry about me. I've got a plan. I'm good.
Okay. What you good at?
I'm good. It's all good in the hood.
Get to 1 HP, and then he's gonna hover over some lava.
How'd you know, bro?
He's
Al,
gonna
are you
wait-
in my walls, dude?
You're gonna wait for
you see
5
my-
exhaustion, then you're gonna sprint at someone.
If I was
Whoa,
dying on your
whoa.
praise, you'd know by now.
Alright, Alistair.
I think
And it's
I
wouldn't
pretty
be
I wouldn't be able to help myself. I'd have to come out of the walls.
Bring it.
I have to come on the walls.
Yep.
It's a good activity with friends.
Nope.
2 misses. Can't get his teeth to sink through your armor.
You need to fuck away from me. Cool.
Look at his teeth. Sinking in his teeth.
Alright, you hear the splashing coming from the south as one of the Obama stations seem to be running away. Alright, Alistair at the top of the round.
Alright, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. I'm gonna miss that guy.
He deflects your blade, catching
What?
it between the rungs of his trident. That one he was not so lucky.
There's a 2 in there. Alright, it's still a 2.
Sure is. There's also a 6 in there.
Yeet.
Oh,
10
good
more.
aggro damage roll.
And third one.
That will certainly hit, but you'll be re-rolling most of it.
Yep.
Huh?
3d6s. Fuck. 2, 4, 5, so 4 more. I meant to do this first. I'm gonna drink a mead, so I have 1 more attack.
Okay.
That's my bonus action. 1 more attack. And I miss. Great. So fucking good.
But at least you got that meat up.
Yeah, very true. And I'm done.
Help with the AC a bit. Alright. Quinlan.
Did you move forward? I don't know why that didn't come through. Hold on.
Ooh, Mind Shock. Alright, and at level 3, you can weave the shock through the ebbs and webs so you don't hit your friends, which is important.
Pro gamer move.
Did you drop the... Okay, I was going to say, I wasn't sure if it was...
Because I think I could have hit this guy too.
Yeah, it's not letting you place it where you want it.
Yeah,
I think... I'm pretty sure you're correct.
I think I missed this guy,
Yeah,
but
and
I think I could hit literally everyone else.
yes, I agree with you. As you can assume, giant crab abominations are not too intelligent.
I don't know.
The intelligent crabs are not the muscle crabs, I'll just say that.
Nah.
I'm gonna do a weird move. On the Sahagin.
Holy shit. So much damage.
Wait, this one?
Yep.
He's fucking dead, dude.
Alright, his body collapses as your psionic motes collide with his physical form.
And that will be my turn.
Alright, that brings us to Frank.
Filthy thwank.
Frank ignores me and starts eating the Sahagin.
Nice.
I'm telling him to cast some shit, and he's just eating the Sahagin.
Bro's munching.
Free meat.
Homie's hungry.
Let me write that down real quick. Okay. Orion.
Alright, since this
You
dude's
are-
stunned, I'm
I was
assuming
gonna
it's
say
the
you I was gonna say you are not grappled. Let me
Okay, cool.
let me take that off you real quick.
Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna misty step out of that shit anyway.
Hey, no need.
Alright, yeah, because this dude
So
is...
since these things are stunned, they are likewise incapacitated. So 5 feet melee, you'll get advantage.
Rad. We do a little fishing. Alright, I'll attack it again. We do a little fishing there. Yikes.
Okay, so that second one didn't come through. That
Right.
first one did.
And I'm gonna add the sneak attack damage to the first.
Okay.
Click that shit.
All right, that put him
And-
into bloodied.
And then a little boner action attack with the we'll hit him with the Iron Mind Stabber. Oh, there we go, baby.
Critimus.
There we go, baby. Yeah.
Okay, you want to roll that brutal for me?
Aw.
Ouch.
Well, no, remember, one's not bad. That is a -2 to his attack and movement halved.
Oh.
Yeah, one's pretty good.
I think as I like get up, I see this dude kind of get stunned. I get up, slash at him a couple times, and then out of like maybe out of a little bit of frustration for getting caught, I just stab him with the dagger, and I pierce his neck, and he looks pretty fucking wounded now. Take off one of his tentacles.
You're right. You're right, Dandiger.
Right, and what's even better is now Foundry has a very easy way for me to bake in that negative on his attack. Okay.
Eat.
God, good crit on the dagger. Okay. This is the one that was not stunned out of all the group of crab guys. So naturally he's gonna go for Quinlan.
He had to move away from Cade to do that. Okay,
5
get
feet
the-
forward.
Attack opportunity.
Cade, are you gonna attack of op, or are you gonna hold your reaction in case you need to?
I have to save
It's up to
it. Yeah, no attack of ops for Cade ever. To be honest, it's too dumb to
Yeah,
do.
I had to ask because normally you don't.
Yeah.
Okay. First attack on Quinn. It's a miss. Likewise, he's nimble. Actually, no, he doesn't even have to be nimble. It's all his magic shields. Alright, this guy's stunned. First stun down. Alright, Daldric. The back of the back.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's even been hit yet, have they?
No.
Crazed got slapped around.
Oh, yeah, Christus. Yes.
I need some motherfucking heals. Who do you think I am? Yeah, I need some heals.
I'll send a healing word at you. Let's send it level 2, because I don't want to burn too much if we don't know what else is in here. Alright, so yeah, 9 plus whatever else needs to be added.
I got it.
D8 plus 5.
I got it. I got it on an average on my end, so I added myself. It's no worries. It's for some reason Foundry is hard for baking in additional heals, so I have it as macros on my end.
Yeah, you'd need to change the whole spell. But really, it's just adding a D8 to it.
And then Sacred Flame, the guy on Quinlan there. Suck it.
I was accidentally clicking Orion, but I promise that used the stats of the crab.
Okay. And that's about all I can duty.
Okay. Not bad. Little heal on Orion, little damage on the bomb station.
Obama.
These next two are stunned for their first stun round. That brings us to Callian.
Callian.
Bobbity bobbity bop.
Bobbity
Alright, I'm ready
bobbity
to go.
bop.
Here we go.
Remember- This one is not stunned. All the others are.
But the big boy is stunned.
Correct. I just the guy above him is not.
Hell yeah. I'm
Alright.
rolling with advantage. Fuck that guy.
You are. He is stunned, and you're within 5 feet.
Oh. So deliciously close. 51 on the first attack.
Damage goes through.
Oh my god. I hate this game.
When's the last time you changed your dice?
A while ago. It might be time. Because apart from last session, all my dice were absolute crap. I'm gonna do that because my turn's over. So, have fun, guys.
Aid.
That was a good turn, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Shut up.
How tall
I'm
is
not being serious.
How tall is this cave?
About 10 feet.
Shit. Okay. Well, in that case, Cade will turn to the man, fish boy, crab boy that attacked him, and I'm going to kill him with my bare hands because I'm mad. With my dragon fist, anyway.
Ooh, yeah. Dragon Fist chatty.
Or I'll just. Oh, okay, that hit. Wait, the
That one
5 hit,
hits.
the 6 didn't though.
Wait.
That doesn't make
What?
sense. Yeah, sums off. Because, yeah,
What the?
because that was a 6 but a 19. That's a 5 but a 21.
It's because you're bless. You rolled a 1, right, on the bless on the 19.
Oh yeah. Well, no.
And then you
It
rolled a
was
4, so it
6,
was
1,
9.
12.
So,
Yeah.
so you had, right? So you rolled a 7 theoretically for your first attack, plus
I see. The way the
Whatever.
number looked was just
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
count. Okay.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
makes
The
sense
number.
now.
Okay.
It
The
just
number
didn't list it.
confused me too.
Yeah.
Right. I had to. Yeah. I had to explode it to look at it. That was weird. Okay. Okay. Damage dealt at least.
Fine.
And then I
Keep
think I have one more attack.
you do.
Yep.
So let's finish that guy off. And that's my
he is
turn.
bloodied.
Cool.
All right. Now he's going to try and return the favor despite his profuse bleeding. He's going to try and bite you. You use your fists. He uses his teeth. Oh no. Did I break my teeth?
It'd be funny if you did.
Oh my god. He broke his teeth.
Yeah, Kate jammed his fist into his mouth and he bit down a dragon bone and shattered his teeth.
Oh god, my precious bite attack. Okay, well, that guy can't bite people anymore. Broken jaw bleeding. This guy's stunned, this guy's stunned. This is the crab who ran away. Guys hear more echoed splashing. So you can only assume that he left to communicate with compatriots further down the cave. It's going to bring us to the top of this round of combat. Alistair. Surrounded by fishmen and stunned abomination stations, all eyes turn to you in anticipation.
Yeah, I'm gonna deal with the one not. Quinn's got it. I'm gonna start trying to take out stun boys. Bonus action echo right here.
Sorry, could you ping that for me one more time?
Yep, right here.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna attack big guy. Oh, of course. Hang on. It highlighted my echo and it's pretending I don't know how to attack. Okay. And then he's stunned, so I get crit fish.
Crit fish. You're fishing.
That's 3 6s.
Wait, sorry, it was this one or a big one?
Big one.
Big one. Okay, yeah, I see your target now.
There's one echo. Here's the second echo. I still have 2. So that's a 6. One more. Okay.
Nice burst damage. See the
Um,
wave of echoes just chunking into this guy while he is incapacitated. You push him into bloodied range.
I'm gonna unleash.
That one's not quite cut yet. And with advantage, you chop through.
Rerolling the 2s. So 6 more.
So 6 more.
And then here's the echo. 2 1s, that sucks. Alright, I have 3 more attacks. Yikes. Not that one.
No connect.
2 more. My screen is dice.
So that hit, but no crit fished.
Nope, here's this. Yikes. So 2 less. How many was that? 1, 2, 3. I have 2 more because one was a unleash. And that's a crit. So
What's
I'm
that?
gonna
That was a 20? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
funky angle.
Nice.
do that.
Nice.
I'm gonna reroll 3 of those.
Nope.
He's dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 41 pushed him into death.
Yeah. I have 1 more attack. So I'm gonna use it on this guy. Right here.
Let's go ahead and clear some bodies.
Rerolling 1. Oh,
Same.
it's the same. Yep. And then here's my echo.
1 echo.
And then I'm gonna unleash.
Unleash incarnation. Clear stun things while you can. 31
Yep.
damage.
2 6s. 2 more. 2 more.
1 more.
1 more. And we're done.
Nice. Nice burst damage. Pushed him into bloodied.
Cool. And then yeah, we're done. My echo's 10 feet up. I think I can change it. There we go. And I'm done.
Quinlan.
Do your thing that people are gonna hate me for.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Guy with a sword.
Oh my fucking god.
Hell yeah. Okay. I mean, that hit.
Yeah, did 5 damage.
It did.
So good at this game, guys.
Quinlan
Good
pulled out
gamer.
his sword.
Fucking
I'm
game.
going to take an attack up.
You might get grappled on that attack of op. That will hit.
Shield.
Yeah.
Can I what?
I was gonna say, can you
Yeah,
make
I
it so
got
I can't hit you? Because I was
yeah,
gonna
of course,
block
of
it.
course.
I was gonna
no,
block
of
it for
course-
you.
No, I got it. No,
Yeah, just making sure, Quinn. Jeez. Can't be having Quinlan get grappled. Fuck that shit. Even though you could just fucking missy step out of it, but whatever.
Grapple.
I mean, either way, I'm casting.
Crapple, dude. Whoa.
Grapple.
Crapple. It's like Scrabble without the S.
All right, and that's my turn.
All right. Brings us to Frank.
Flank.
He has munched down most of that first swaggin. There is another swaggin body in here, if you'd like him to eat it.
Isn't there a big boy though? Or does he not care about the crabs?
Well, there's a thing attacking it right now.
Oh, true.
So he's gonna start eating the other Sahagin.
Nice. Just munching down on fish. I can respect it. All right,
Man's
Orion.
hungry, dude. All right, we're doing a little stabby on the big Obama station.
Big Obama.
We fished.
Crazy. Oh, you did it.
That's a kill.
Dick. And I'm gonna turn to this one next to rival.
Fish.
We doing some hitting. We doing some fishing for the critical miss. I'll throw a sneak attack on that one.
Nice. Sneak attack's gonna push him into bloodied.
And then I have a boner action. Yeah, we'll just stab him with the iron mind dagger. We do a little fishing.
A little hit fishing, a little crit fishing. Alright, that hits.
Then yeah, that'll be my turn.
Nice. Okay.
What are you gonna do? Grab me?
I'm gonna try. That's one hit.
I'm gonna shield.
Okay, please use it.
$31 for now. It didn't boost me.
I have to
Oh,
do
you get to do it,
that.
okay.
Yeah, I set it in the module so it's not automatic because we all
Yeah.
accidentally target wrong shit all the time.
Fair enough.
Okay, so the first one would have hit you. You shielded, which boosted your AC to 31. Here's the second attack. Your shield stayed true. This is a second round of stun for that crab. Deldrick?
Yeah, it's. I'll just do what I did last time, healing word and whatnot.
Alright, throw a healing word on Orion.
Gonna do a level 1 this time. Or I guess do it level 2. Whatevs, have an extra. Anyway, that was still first level. Just kidding. And you know, another crab person right here next to Alistair.
Alright, damage to help.
Yeah, not a whole lot. I'm pure support, and no one needs my support.
Well, I mean, you've been healing Orion. You've been burning crabs. It's not like
Yeah,
you've been doing nothing. You've been fine.
We're doing good.
Alright.
You're
Best
blessed.
healer
made
in
it.
the group, dude.
Dude, you're blessed made it so people actually hit.
That's true.
Hell yeah.
Galleon.
Honestly, Bless is kind of clutch in this campaign, especially because it's so hard to hit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, bless is huge.
Listen, I'm being nice to you. Take it.
Yay!
Oh my god, that's awful. Wow.
Yeah.
That actually hurt my heart hearing that just now.
Oh, you're right.
Well,
I'm
that's-
supposed to be mean.
That
Yeah,
was,
it's
that
not
was
used
worse
to
than
Danny.
mean. That was that was harsh. Like I don't know.
Was it?
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'm
I thought it was
complimenting him. How it
Oh,
doesn't
it's
happen
funny.
often.
It is funny,
Oh,
but it was harsh.
now I feel bad.
It's
I'm
hard.
gonna go to my room.
Oh, Eric.
Oh,
Can we all just get a poor Eric?
Poor Eric.
Oh.
That's actually
Eric
making
hates it.
Yeah, dude. Now you're griefing, Eric.
I know, now
Talk
I'm
about
actually a part of the problem. Shit, sorry.
All right. Sticks.
Shut up.
I know.
All right, I'm gonna attack this stunned little crabby man. Stunned little crabby man. New dice, and they hitting. Crayfish.
A little bit of Celtic colors. Notre Dame.
I'm going dragon scales, man. Attack number 2. We go fish. Okay. 90 damage.
Pushed him into bloodied.
Yeah. All right, that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Damn it, rival. All right, Cade.
What am I gonna do? I guess I'm just gonna finish the dude off. I was hoping this fuck would be dead by now, but let's finish him. Oh, so close to crit.
He's done. If you're targeting who I think you are.
This guy?
Oh, no.
And then final hit. He should be dead.
Hit. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
the last one will do
essentially
it,
I just give like a 3-punch combo so hard into his face that it starts choking and it drowns in its own blood and falls down.
Took advantage of his
Jesus.
broken teeth to just keep smashing him in the mouth.
Just kept smashing.
All right, second round of this crab being stunned. This is our current round. It'll be the last stun round. Alistair at the top.
Awesome. Alright, I'm gonna keep taking advantage of this stun to try to get more people off the board.
You can take advantage of me anytime, buddy.
What the fuck? I got an echo. Rip.
More than 0.
Another one. Damn. Oh, 14. Cool. Echo.
And that will do him in.
I have 2 more. I'm gonna attack the one next to Ryan.
Oh my god, that image is amazing. I'm pulling this up for the stream to see. This is just that great.
Well, I got robbed of my 20. Just saying.
Yeah,
I saw 20. But whatever. I'm re-rolling those 2s.
Sorry, I need to make it a page so I can... Why won't it let me pull it up? Typically you can hit...
Eric is hacking.
Oh, open in browser. They changed it with an update. I see. Check it out, chat.
One more. And then here's my last.
I love
That
that.
is god tier.
Or Aowick.
Builds chicken nuggies and everything, dude.
Chicken
Reroll that too.
Wait, what chat is it in? Oh, there it is.
I
was looking for the image. I didn't have hard chat open.
I am,
It's a good image.
I think, done.
Okay.
I think
That picture makes me so sad, dude.
I know. It's so
It really
sad.
does. It just tugs at my
Chicken
heart.
nuggies.
Not the
I'm
nuggies,
So
bro.
bad for the little
Dude, you want to hear something fucked up? I
Oh my
caved
God.
and went to McDonald's the first time in like 20 years
Yo.
yesterday.
That's the
I got the chicken nuggies and they didn't give me the sauce, and I was on the freeway by the time I noticed.
That's fucked
That-
up. You gotta check
Ouch.
in the drive
That-
through.
that int
Right
saving
on.
throw is terrifying.
Yeah.
23.
Yeah, that's fucking
good
crazy.
luck, dog. Later.
10, yeah. Yeah, eating chicken nuggets without the barbecue sauce, it's like
Gotta
getting
have
an
a
ice cream
barbecue.
cone without the ice cream on the cone. It's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck am I doing here?
Wait, really? I kind of like
Yeah.
it's the normal chicken.
You just
Of
raw
course
dog-
you
You
would.
just raw dog
Is
the
anyone
chicken, bro?
surprised that
Yeah.
Cray's gonna go against the grain on this one? Come on.
Nah.
If we all said we hated the sauce, he would tell us which one he loved the most.
Well, I'll say this: I'm also not a big barbecue sauce and chicken. person.
Okay. See, hates chicken.
If-
Okay, so
Only man on the planet
it-
that hates chicken.
doesn't
I don't
like
hate. I don't hate
nuggies,
chicken,
though.
bro. I dip nuggies in like gravy, Or
Subtract
fucking.
1d4.
I'm a
Okay.
weirdo. I'll dip them in mustard because I fucking like mustard.
Okay, well they got some good hot mustard too.
Nice.
At Mickey D's.
I
let me
love
tell
hot
ya.
mustard.
But,
Frankie's
Wait,
on
is
a
McDonald's
roll.
is McDonald's hot mustard good?
yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah,
It's alright.
No shit.
Frank
And I hate McDonald's.
is awesome. I
Yeah,
love.
he actually got because he the whatever the Obama station gets a negative from Quinn on saves, so Frank's fit right. So like it's like actually a good teamwork thing.
Yeah, this
Hey,
man said
and-
the Obama station, whatever.
The Obama is leaving the station.
Orion.
All right, I'm gonna stab this guy in front of me.
Oh, Obama?
You're not stabbing Obama. He was cool.
Orion's rocking the tan suit. Everyone in the party's pissed.
The only colors I rocks on is the red, white, and blue.
All right, Orion, that'll kill the crab.
Doesn't exist in this.
Not in the order of the Russian flag, though.
Oh, bummer.
Or the French.
Oh, bummer.
I'll never. I cannot believe that was a fucking thing, dude.
Uh,
Oh, wait.
Was that against this?
People are dumb.
Yeah, put that. Whatever reason, the. Oh, I just attacked is still on my screen.
Oh.
Yeah, apply. Just apply that 43 to the one Italian, and then
Yeah,
I'll
that's
throw. I'll throw a sneakus attack on it.
Seekus, Attackus.
Sneakus attackus, and then
that was actually exactly enough damage to kill it. I had 18.
Hell yeah, brother.
Nice.
then
Take down the W.
I'm gonna go over here and use a little. I'm gonna use my boner
Now
action.
watch this drive.
What
To
is this
drop
guy?
a-
Look at that guy.
Hey, the guy we're looking for. The
See
Sharon-
that? See
Sharon.
that hole? I'd stick my penis in there.
What?
What?
I'm sorry?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you talking about the dead guy?
No, the hole in
Oh.
the ground, dude. You see the big donut?
Oh, well, okay.
my
I'll join you. I thought you were going to fuck the
No,
dead
he's
guy.
lying. He's just cracking open a cold one. Come on, guys.
Thank you, Al. Thank you.
Where do you sip from?
You know where.
The
You ever
straw.
heard of?
You know where? I don't know. I don't.
Enlighten me.
Am I drinking out of his cold ass? Like, I don't. What am I doing?
Oh, you're drinking out of the straw, dude. It's a reusable straw.
God. No.
Cold hard straw. You know what's crazy?
Hey, yeah,
Your
you
unerect
might
penis can be hard when you're dead. That's insane. Think about that. Your soft
Death
dick
boner.
can get hard
Yeah, death boner.
without getting erect.
Death boner. That's the next
Yeah,
anime
that was
I'm
in
releasing.
Clerks.
Yeah,
That's what
it's-
Clerks taught me.
I know, but like, imagine you die, but you have a soft cock. You don't have a hard on, and
Yeah,
then
rigor
mor-
bonus, dude.
yeah, rigor sets in, and then
Rigor
your
bonus.
soft cock is now hard,
Yes.
like a marble
Yes,
statue in
bonus.
Italy.
Rigor bonus. Jesus Christ. All right.
I have no idea what's
Orion.
happening.
Orion stabbed my crab in the back. So now he's going to try and stab you in the front.
I apologize, chat, for this.
I don't apologize.
because,
Remember the Bond movie "You Only Live Twice"? In the beginning of the movie, he's fucking some chick on a boat,
Damn.
and he has a heart attack while having sex, and he quote dies on the job, and then they release him in a casket at sea in a funeral, and then the casket turns into a submarine, and he's still alive and like drives away. Do you guys remember that?
No.
Me
I've
too.
never
Wait.
seen that movie.
Wait, what?
I just want to say
It's a
that
Bond
Octopussy is
I
the
need to
greatest
see.
name of a movie
I need to
of all
rewatch
time.
this movie. I do
You
not
only-
remember
you,
that.
You
It
only
sounds
live.
insane.
You only live twice. I swear to God, it's it's a bad Bond movie. It's bad.
That sounds like the best movie. What do you mean?
I keep hearing my name, and yeah.
Because it's your
Good
Just
turn.
gonna. Yeah, I
Dwarf
know.
Man,
'cause
your
everyone-
turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sacred.
I could be forgetting some of it, but look up opening scene. You only live twice. 1967. Sean Connery.
That's so funny.
It is pretty funny.
Of course, it's a Connery Bond movie.
Sean
The
Connery.
Sacred Flame pushed him into bloodied.
Bond Connery.
Anything
That's
else you're
all
trying
I'm
to do?
doing.
That's just me and you on this guy, by the way. That's all me and you.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Oh, and Rival, just another thing that happens in the movie is no shit, Bond disguises himself as a deaf Japanese man. Because it's the 60s and you can get away with that back then. Yeah, you gotta watch it. Yeah.
That's
Sean Connery's a
that's
Japanese
terrible.
man in the movie. Yeah, that's deaf.
Sick.
Jesus
Yeah, you should really watch it, guys. Seriously, it's
So-
it's something.
So
You
Comedy
can't tell
gold.
me what to do.
does
Sorry,
he
we
try
could-
and do a Japanese accent with his Scottish
Yes.
accent? That's
well,
amazing.
While
he's
being
deaf. Yeah, he's deaf in the movie too. It's you gotta see it, dude. It's because he's trying to infiltrate Blofeld, and it's just the whole movie's just fucking. What were
mean,
they
I-
thinking?
I mean, I like old stuff. I'll watch
Oh,
it.
it's good. Hey,
Yeah.
don't get me
I gotta
wrong.
watch
I
it.
watched every Bond movie as a kid, all of them, and they're
that
yeah.
that opening scene sells it. So
It's stupid
Galleon?
good. At least he died on the job. That's like what the guy says.
In Rival's mind, he's like, this is comparable to anime.
I'm attacking the guy behind me, by the way.
Last
him.
grab.
Has anyone in chat seen You Only Live Twice, the Bond movie, 1967? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Hey, what's up, Shay? Good to see you.
I mean, I did when I was like a child.
You know what I'm talking about then, right? Do you remember?
I don't remember, and
How,
Yeah.
how do you have advantage on that?
I mean, I'm remembering seeing this when I was 11.
oh, I
right?
don't.
So, like,
Ignore my advantages. It doesn't
yeah.
matter. My primary.
Yeah, no, it's
roles
all
hit
right. Yeah,
regardless.
your primary rolls were better than your advantage rolls. Also, I had 34 health left. You had for 47, so that's gonna be
Blot
the
out.
last for that.
Overkill. Do I get extra XP because I overkilled him? Like in Final
you-
Fantasy?
You guys are past XP and you're on milestone level.
I
um,
know.
So after you clear the entrance to this cavernous river-bound ruin, before you, you're able to see what you can only assume is the door to that old church that the orcs said that they had once used as a place of worship. Like I said, it's only an assumption, though. There are two large stone doors. They seem to be sealed with some sort of inlaid rune. These runes
When?
are circular on the door. They lead to a central point that looks like a keyhole.
oh, sorry, I wasn't on a ship. It was in a hotel room. Sorry. Trying to
And
remember.
he got fake shot at. He didn't have a heart attack.
Yeah, he was shot. Sorry, I was 11 when I saw it.
Oh,
Stop getting things so wrong.
I know. And
Jesus.
Scruffy just said your memory's too good. No, I was wrong. But I mean, I remembered the basics. I just yeah,
Yeah, he,
All right,
he got
Al?
fake killed while he was like
Trying
you
to
know,
bone.
trying to fuck. Yeah.
Frank's
Well, he
eating
already did.
lobsters.
Okay. Frank's eating buttered red lobster.
Cracking through the shells,
Quinn-
eating claw
Quinn?
meat.
Quinn, do you want to take a look at this door?
Yeah, Quentin's taking a look at the door.
Quindolin. That's
What
my new name.
was the time on Bless? 1 hour?
Yeah, it's a while.
oh no, it's a minute.
1 minute.
Wait, it's a minute?
Yeah, it's a minute.
I'm gonna. If that fails, let me know. Because once a day I can get advantage.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna knock Bless off you guys real quick.
While that's going on, what's everyone's favorite Bond song?
I don't remember them.
I literally, I think I've seen like 3 James Bond movies in my life.
Really? Oh man, I used to love them as a kid. My like cousins and uncles and shit would make me watch them. I really loved Goldeneye. Moonraker was so fucking good with Jaws. God damn, it's so good.
Well,
That's one of
I'm
the few
asking
that I've
what's the
seen.
favorite Bond song, though. Come on, keep up, Selma.
I know, but I can't. The world is not enough.
That's the only one I can remember.
Yeah, that's the only one I can remember too. And then the
I
Goldeneye
remember-
song, but.
Casino Royale song. I
Oh
guess,
yeah,
but-
dude, Casino Royale was fucking good, man. It
I
was
gotta
so
watch that.
good. I loved it. But the
best Bond-
the latest ones were kind of like not great. But Casino Royale was
they
amazing.
were.
First either with the
All right,
hunting
so
lodge and everything. There's
Quinlan, from further inspection, you can only assume that there is some sort of magical key involved, and whether or not that has been taken on the other side, can't be sure, but usually doors are locked from the outside.
You said there's stone.
It is stone, yes?
Do I feel like I could just stone shape this?
You feel as if so on inspection of the runes, they do seem to be glyphs of warding. The warding does prevent against transmutation.
They're just on the doors, correct?
It seems to be around the door and its frame. You're not quite sure how far that could extend into the structure, if not wrapping around it in its entirety.
Could I just go around it
In what manner?
with stone shape?
Can you like ping me what you're trying to go around specifically?
So like, it's the whole door, right?
Yeah, it's sort of cavernous walls. Those are stone, and then the door is stone, and the brick that sort of goes into the wall as they meld. There are glyphs of warding runes on those, as well as the frame and the door
You're just
itself.
saying this whole thing is just warded, like from like here
From what you can tell, yes, the entire structure.
here to here.
Yeah, and what you can
Okay,
only
then never mind.
assume could be beyond that.
Then never mind. I just walk away.
I also assume you relay the information to your friends.
Yeah, I mean, if they ask,
Locked.
I mean, like it's locked and warded. I don't know.
Yeah, locked by some sort of magic key. All right, Cade. Down here, the bank, you find the dead and bloated body of an orcish, what you can only assume is mage by the robes that he's wearing.
Can I just give him a good inspection once over, search him?
Sure.
And then Cade nods toward the waterway this way and says, "We should probably check this before we go deeper to make sure we're not flanked from behind."
I'm gonna pick the body.
So lame.
So
I
because
think,
of how
yeah, I'm
bloated and desiccated the corpse is, your investigative mind knows that you wouldn't really be able to poke and prod too much without getting filth and rot all over your hands.
Yeah, also Cade even just nodding toward the waterway and being wary of potentially more enemies probably threw him off too.
Quinn's gonna just wrap the body up and put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah,
I'll help you put the body in there.
We were asked to bring it back.
And it doesn't need to breathe.
It's dead.
It is a corpse.
Mm.
All right. As your group starts to move forward, it's when you see the slips of shadows, hear the echoing of what sounds like gnashing gills, sharp teeth, tridents, metal clanging. You hear the
I
chitinous clicking of more lobster-like beings.
Yucky.
That being said, though, since your team is about to arrive on the second encounter of the cavern system, which will be much more elaborate than the one that you just faced, I do think that it is about now that we should call.
before that, how does the corpse look recently deceased?
No. It is quite bloated and swollen from water absorption. It looks like it's been here for at least a week.
Daldric Dide's in.
I
Like-
will
like we're
cast
talking
speak with the dead on it.
Before Quinlan bags it?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and cast. Let's do this.
Someone's been playing Baldur's Gate 3.
All right, you grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range. Still have a mouth. Does. Can't be undead. It's not.
And ask it 3 questions.
5.
Spell fails if the corpse was the target of the spell within the last 10 days. Until the spell ends, you can ask it up to 5 questions. It only knows what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are brief, cryptic, or repetitive. Corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer. If you're hostile to it, recognize an enemy, and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. I got it.
What
Speak
race
with
was
the
the corpse? Was it an
dead.
orc?
It is an orc.
Okay, great. Anybody speak Orcish? Well, I kind of do.
I kind of do.
Quinn, yeah.
Yeah, me and him have like about as well as I know Spanish, probably. Not
I
well,
just wanted,
but,
info for the boys.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? No, I'm just kidding.
Donde está el
Don't waste your
biblioteca?
questions.
All right.
La
Deldrick,
biblioteca.
what are you trying to ask the dead court wizard of the Orcish fortress?
Cool.
Guys, what am I trying to ask it?
What's his favorite color?
No, I'm not asking that.
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
Does it know the source of the magical curse?
There you go.
Yes.
All right. When you ask if it knows the source of the curse, the corpse sort of sputters out the word in Orcish, Master Trident.
Master Trident. Uh-oh, that's someone in the cave. That's the end boss of this cave.
How many enemies are in the cave?
Many.
Ask him maybe what was his plan coming here. What was he going to do before he died?
Yeah, there you
go. Find the key, cure the water, enter the church.
Okay.
Now we could ask questions about the orc stuff, like
2 more questions.
are they truly freed from Markon's curse? Are they their own people? I don't know. I mean, if you want, or is
what about this? What intelligence did you have about this place before you came to be so confident to come here to stop it? What's their weakness? What do you know that could stop them? He wouldn't have come if he didn't have a plan.
We all know that's not true, brother. No,
I don't know. Solo dude, fucking, I don't know. He probably had something up his wizard sleeves.
I've definitely done that before.
He said, can I phrase this as a dead at work? Came to kill Master of Pearl Trident. He holds the key to curing both our waters and opening the doors to our old church. He sort of shuffles about his cloak and says, I came with this. And he holds out an item.
Ooh.
It seems to be, say, probably 16 inches long. About as thin as a chopstick.
Oh.
It seems to be made of pearl.
Huh?
He says, trade.
We have one more question. Let's make this one good after that. What's the perfect follow-up for that? What is the trade? What do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
Are we trading with the big boss that's in this cave? We have to kind of make that one question, though. I don't know. How do we word salad that correctly, boys?
I think we can really only pick one because that is like multiple questions
That's what I
at
mean.
once.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Pick the most important one.
What do you want in a trade? I guess would be the best.
That's what
question.
I would say. Yeah.
Pearl wand for clean water.
Huh.
So complete the quest and we get a reward. All right.
No, he means like he wants.
I think he means he wants to take that pearl wand and give it to the boss down here for a trade. Like, hey, I'm gonna give you this magical thing. Quit fucking with our water, and then he thought he was gonna walk out.
What does the
Maybe.
Pearl Wand do? I mean, I pick it up.
Dead guy tries to stop you.
Now that he's dead. Well, he's dead. That was 5 questions.
Yeah, he's back to dead. Yeah. Uh-oh. No. Okay. 27. Jesus.
Do you want me to bring this guy back to life?
Ooh, that sounds kind of sick.
Like, I have a true res potion.
No, save the potion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Save that. If it was like just a spell or something, that's one thing. But
So,
Well, I have this spell. It takes an hour though.
So, Quinlan,
Okay.
upon closer inspection of this pearlescent wand, you see that there are small runes etched into it that empower it, and you can only assume. I guess with that 27, it's a pretty good assumption, but it has to do with magic that is related to water and ice.
All right. Yeah.
So you bag up the corpse then?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys ask the questions. You have the pearl wand. You've bagged the body. From talk with the king, saying how he wanted the body and the totem, you can assume that from the description of shamanic totems that the wand is not the totem. Seems to be unrelated. So your group at least has one half of the bag and snag. Again, that being said, though, I would prefer to start the next game with combat instead of getting into like
sure.
10 minutes of combat and then stopping.
Yeah, that'd be lame. Okay. Everyone is good to play on Monday the 14th, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, should be good.
As far as I know, yeah.
I don't think I have a promotional event that night, and Denise is in town, so.
All right. We'll see.
As far as I
Monday.
know, I should be good.
Cool. I'll be good to go for sure. Beautiful.
I'll be here.
Wico, awesome session. Really good fucking maps today. Like, I feel like the last few sessions have been fucking bangers. I don't know. It's fucking good.
They're
Anyway.
all bangers here.
I know. Well, I mean, like, whenever you have 49 sessions of something, not every single session is, oh my god, this is a banger. It's all fun all the time, but there are 100% sessions that stand out against other ones naturally. That's just anything.
Sure.
And just the assets and just like the feel of the campaign right now is just fun. I know it's cool that we had this big goal to like start our own empire with a new god, and like I like the trajectory. It's cool. It's fun. Anyway.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah. Oh, Guab Panda, I'm so sorry. We're just about to end. We're just finishing up a episode 49 of our 5th edition D&D campaign. I'm so sorry. We're literally ending it right now. So I feel bad. I've wasted your raid. Please don't hate me.
Wait, let's talk about what we talked about before the stream started.
No.
Don't scar these
Next Monday, we're
nice
starting
fellas.
off with a pretty big combat.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah,
be
that'll
here.
be fun.
Be here or be rectangular.
Yeah, we play. I don't know what your schedule is, Panda, but we play every Monday starting around 6 p.m. PST. We bullshit for 30 minutes first, much to the chagrin of some of the people in this Discord call. But
Mostly me.
mostly
Our
good old Alan.
But mostly me.
our episodes are on YouTube though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Here is our
Go
archive.
go watch the prior 48 episodes. Get caught up.
Yeah, there's about 100 hours of content just with Vokolvis. Sorry, 200 hours, I should say. Maybe more. And then
Dude, even I put on old episodes in the background when I'm drawing and stuff.
oh yeah, it's fun. Sometimes
and
I'll put on an old Irulan episode or like an old Star Wars episode just for the fuck of it. We have many years of tabletops campaigns on the channel.
Sometimes I'll put on an old episode of Vokolvis and I'll be like, oh yeah, they have that. It'll just be like an item that's been sitting in a pouch for 20 sessions.
Yeah, look at all this shit. Let's go all the way to the bottom. Let's see here.
Remember, Rival was the original DM.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was all the way down here over 4 years ago. Shadows over Antharia. This is our first campaign with Rival. And Rival, who's in the call here, episode 5, he was like, yeah, this is a lot of fucking work. I'm not doing this.
I was going through a mental breakdown. I wish I would have.
I know.
I
You were
wish I would
bro.
have continued because I had some really cool ideas for that campaign. But
Yeah.
No, that's all
I'm
good.
still waiting to run my cock
And I
campaign.
took over.
Cock game, shut up. Stop it. And then here's Irulan. This was a fucking great. So this was one character that I had, and then he died. This is the episode he died. So this is like I created like a zombie
where you
version.
got
of him.
one shot by the Necro Dragon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I rolled a. Oh look, that's me eating sushi back in there. That is a lot of sushi. I am so fat. Are you seeing this? Oh my
so
god.
much sushi.
I am so
Dude,
fat.
there's no such thing as
You're
too much
such a
sushi.
whale.
I wish that was
I
me.
was I literally was. I was a whale eating other sea creatures. Look at that. But yeah,
I don't think I ever took you to the boat place, did I? The boathouse sushi.
no sir.
We would have
did
got
Star
bad.
This
Yeah,
is
we
Star
did Star
Wars,
Wars.
Reign of Tyranny.
That was a good one.
This was my beyond Vokolvis. This is my favorite thing we did. Reign of Tyranny was
Yeah.
so fucking fun. I loved it so much. I miss it. I miss playing Star Wars straight up. Then we played like a little cyberpunk thing. I also do like a podcast as well. I was the head of marketing for Dark and Darker for Iron Mesa for Dark and Darker. Did a podcast for that for a long time, and now I just do a generalist podcast and play D&D. So we just had Rainad and my friend Pete on. We had the voice actor for Ghost from Call of Duty Warzone on. He was also Jack the Ripper in Record of Ragnarok on Netflix. Tomorrow on the podcast, I'm having on Ezekiel the Third and Swifter, if you guys are fans of them.
Nice.
But yeah,
Oh wow.
so
OG, dude.
TTRPGs and podcasts and chatting with the old guard of Twitch and random people and shit. It's good times around here. So hit the follower button. Come on back now, you hear? Come on back now. You hear?
Ooh-wee.
Anyway, thanks for listening to my TED Talk. And Wiko, awesome fucking session. Boys, it was a fun one, as always.
Oh, yeah. I'm really looking forward to the next session, and no spoilers. Just gonna say, remember, that dead body that you found was drowned.
True.
And
Do you guys want to hear a fun
he
fact?
wanted to trade things.
Wait, what about a fun
Okay.
fact? What?
Tell me a fun
I
fact.
just learned a fun fact.
What's the
West
fun
Virginia is one of 3 states in the entire country where you can own a kangaroo without a permit.
Hell yeah, that's
What
my
the
homeland.
fuck?
That's
Without
fucking
a
sick.
permit?
Kangaroo is kind of delicious.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Good
not
night,
that
boys.
good. It's
And
not that
with
good.
that, we'll see you next week.
Oh, shush, you guys. Kangaroo is like deer in Australia.
Dude, I've eaten roux burger, roux sausage. That shit fucking sucks.
I feel like it's way
Well,
too
I
lean
went
and
to a
chewy.
fancy restaurant when
Rather
I
have-
ate it, so it was
I'd
pretty
rather
good.
have gator.
It makes a really good
Gator tastes
jerky.
like chicken.
Rue
I
jerky?
can imagine it making a good
Yeah.
jerky.
Whoa. I will say,
yeah,
alligator's good. I
really
had General
lean.
Sal's alligator at your fucking
Oh,
job,
I
Eric.
missed that.
Eric worked
I
at
know,
this
I missed
restaurant
that
called
place.
Maybach's in the marina in San Francisco, and they had General So's alligator at this
Oh,
dinner
that
they did.
sounds good.
It was fucking
It was
amazing.
so good.
It was
Oh,
so good.
man.
It was so good. Yeah.
I gotta reach out to that chef because I think he lives in like Minneapolis now. But you know, if I were to go there, I'm sure we could have a fun cooking party. Let's go there. Me, you,
There's
Soma,
this-
and anyone else who wants to come.
Minnesota? I don't know.
No, like Minneapolis or no, St. Louis. I think is where he lives now. I don't know. Chefs move a lot apparently.
Go where the money
Missouri, St. Louis. Anyway.
Thanks for coming, Panda. You have a
Yes,
good
thank you,
night.
Panda. Thanks, guys. Sorry we're ending. But anyway, have a good night. See you guys tomorrow for the podcast. And yeah, Monday, 6 p.m. PT, episode 50. We're going to do some big fucking combat, and we're probably all going to die and wipe at level 16. It's going to be great. Or 17.
Nah, cleric's keeping you alive.
We'll stay alive.
Water breathing. Water breathing.
Oh,
water
yeah,
breathing.
we need water breathing cast on us. Good call. Anyway,
Oh shit.
we don't want to say that in front of
no
Wiko.
water breathing.
We don't want to say that in front of Wiko. The DM is
Well, he
listening,
gave us a
guys.
hint.
Stop. The DM
He
can
gave
hear
us
us.
a hint.
Do not. He
Good
gave
night,
us a hint,
boys.
and now we're fucking giving him hints. Good night, Rebel. All right, chat. See you guys tomorrow. See you Monday. Peace.
Buon noite.
Goodbye.